but can you handle? You need it, you want it, but can you handle this?
Side, and we're like, Justin, that's a whole ass chicken. Oh,
Okay, we're live. We're live. We are here. Hello. I'm undeafened now. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hello. I don't know. Yeah, I immediately came in and screamed some shit because I was like, Heaton, I don't know if you're about to say some whack ass shit.
No, this is just the story of how we got our chicken.
Oh. Look at all those chickens.
Well, she was just sitting on our front porch. This whole ass chicken.
Aw.
Now, some of you may be like, huh? No,
Rotisserie
like alive.
or...
Like we have her.
Oh.
Like she's in our backyard.
That's different.
Like we feed her every day. Her name is Henrietta. She's right there.
Oh, yeah.
Henrietta.
Who's her name?
Bless you.
Sorry.
So she's on her front porch.
You're good. Okay.
Well, hi.
So hello chat. Hi. Okay. So as y'all can see, I am joined by Lynn and shockingly other people. I don't know why Reactive does this thing where it only shows Lynn's PNG.
Because I'm the baddest cry about it.
Well, no, that's me. But so we have Heaton, Big Cat, and Lynn currently in the office right now. Here to be a nuisance, and that is the way that I would like things to be. So, pretty much so we're literally just doing an art stream today because I have work to do. It's literally drawing Big Cat Sona and then maybe doing an X-Men doodle. Lol. Yeah, I had to finish it because we are doing a King of Fighters stream where I learned how the fuck to fight kings or whatever the shit. So
the kings of fighting.
Yeah.
When the king is a fighter.
You're going to learn to be Brazilian.
Or Mexican.
Welcome to Brazil. Welcome to Brazil. We are going to Brazil. There will be blood shed.
The stereotype is that the Latin
Lord.
America really likes King of Fighters.
Oh,
So does China and Korea.
Wait. Oh, I think, who was it? I don't know if it was Lio and I talking about this. It was someone. We were talking about, I think it might have been Cloud and Gotron. We were all talking about, like, the stereotypes in the fighting game community. Because it's, like, white people like Mortal Kombat.
Sorry, Ellie.
Let me see. White people like Mortal Kombat. The Mexicans like King of Fighters.
I was gonna say, it's like that's the one I think everyone agrees on.
And then it's the Japanese like Street Fighter.
The queers like Guilty Gears.
Well, no.
I was about to say.
The queers like Guilty Gear. Yeah, the gays like
Guilty
Gear.
Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, you're right.
And
yeah.
And the autistic kids like
if the series isn't called Guilty Queer, it only applies to Strive.
Yeah, gays like Guilty Gear Strive, deodorant optional people.
Oh,
like
deodorant optional people like Smash Brothers Melee, specifically.
I was
try Ultimate.
No, the Ultimate
Try the
one's
whole
like...
series.
Color joke.
Oh, likewise. I probably should not do that.
Not live on Zach stream.
Yeah, probably not.
On my first Zach stream?
Let's get canceled, y'all. Okay, hold up. So I'm also looking at my stream feedback right now, and why does it look like that?
Jeff.
Yes, I am John VTuber.
Yes, my name Jeff.
My name?
Hang on.
Speaking of Mexicans, did you happen to hear what D&D has now done to orcs?
That's going in the quote book.
What?
I have not.
That's going in the quote.
So they're no longer black. They're Mexican now.
Oh, fuck.
Sorry, that's going in the...
That's like canonical, or...
That-
it might as well be, and that sucks.
Honestly,
That
I'm gonna go ahead
shit-
and post it over. I'm gonna post it over in
UnDNs
general
your
Clownfish
D.
as a video on it, so you can watch at your convenience. But I am just like, no, you guys again got the wrong species. Make us dwarves.
I'm sorry, we're putting
Oh
that in the
my
quote book, though.
lord.
Oh, and speaking of Mexicans, that is going in the quote book.
Jesus.
I heard about the paladin nerfs because God
Okay.
doesn't want me to be happy. You can't
Oh my
stack divine smites anymore. This fucking sucks. I hate it here. I can't do 200 damage in a single hit. This sucks.
Hey, Heaton,
You're just like,
Have
fuck
you,
this shit.
have you played Slay the Spire?
I played the board game.
Heyo?
Yeah, my one of my roommates, he fucking adores Slay the Spire, so he paid the big boy bucks for the board game. So I played the board game.
Cause I got like a few IRL friends who like play the board game as well, but they play the video game as well. You should definitely try the video game because
I
you will feel like a god as soon as you activate a what was it finisher having attacked 16 times.
I have
Oh,
the I've
banger.
so far I was like, I'll take the funny bird mask man because I don't know anything about this game, and they were like, that's a good place to start. And I was like, oh, I can do like 15 damage in a single hit if I play my fucking cards right. I like this game.
Yeah, and then everyone else on the table literally
You're
just goes,
like-
"Ha, that's cute."
And die.
Lol. Okay, so we killed VTube Studio because turns out, yeah, no, our window capture is just actually fucked if we try
Oh,
drawing.
that's lovely.
I know, right? However, the tablet itself works. We're not immune to scuff, including as evidenced by the fact that my stream ending screen was what y'all were introduced
I
to.
mean, that's been there before. That's not
know,
necessarily
right?
technical scuff. That's just a skill issue.
Okay, let me quickly test. Let me test the brush. Oh, having the driver open
Traditionally, yeah.
would be useful. I would think, personally. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Do I
Yeah,
have to
you're
redo
not
all
a
my fucking
you may not be a
keypoints?
computer whiz.
Here's Chad. Took a second. Hello, Chad.
Okay, we set full screen, so we're good there. And I don't.
I love
XP
XP
Pen
Pen.
W?
Having-
Dude, I do too now. Hi, first time catching stream because I'm staying up late enough to have you on while I draw. Well, thank you for coming, Yikes. Thanks for joining chat for the first time. Glad to have you. It's very coincidental that you have me on while you're drawing, while I draw.
My cat does that too.
Literally everyone's does that. Like, that's literally 80%
Yeah.
of, like, the viewership of YouTube in our sort of corner of the internet are just, like, women who want to listen to people bitching while they draw shit.
Actually true.
I mean, isn't that just reality TV?
Literally.
Also true.
I mean, yeah, but at the same time,
Yes.
like, our shit is better than reality TV half the time, because our shit actually has stakes.
I mean, true. Hang on, somebody get the fucking...
Like, yeah, those stakes are achieved in the worst way imaginable. Like, those stakes are achieved in the worst way imaginable half the time. However, they
True.
exist.
Oh, yeah. 100%. Like, okay, I'm not
Thank God.
commentary. But,
Yeah, I hate
yeah,
it.
literally. No, literally. Well, I mean, do you want to share with the class, Lynn, or
What,
no?
that I'm leaving? Like, I thought I already had, like...
I don't know if you said
know.
it publicly.
I don't know, I unironically thought that, like, I had, like, said it on a stream or something beforehand.
Are you
but-
leaving?
Yeah, as soon as I get a video about leaving and then another video after that finished, I'm done.
What will you
I
go
have-
on to do?
Be autistic.
Pog.
Mainly just gaming and pop culture
Yeah,
stuff,
basically.
right?
Like, I need to...
You're coming close into my neck of the woods. I'm just
Yeah,
more
I've got
fighting
the
game specific.
7-hour guide to the Yu-Gi-Oh deck that I've basically been one-tricking for the past half a decade. I've got
7
most likely, yeah, the
hours?
script is 10 pages and I'm just reading what the cards do so far.
I mean, are you getting nearsightedness from trying to read them?
No, because thankfully, like, the card texts aren't as long as they are on a lot of cards nowadays because the deck was released in 2018.
Oh yeah, so that's they usually have shortened them. In
Oh no,
sometimes they
no,
have to
they've
make
made
sure
them
the
longer.
ADHD
They've made them
submissive
longer.
for kids could read.
At the very start of the game,
Even worse. Yeah,
Like, come
Pokemon
on.
went
That'd be funny.
backwards.
yeah, Pokemon went backwards in the amount of text, but increased the amount of numbers, which is like fine. But like
The numbers,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
the motherfucking numbers.
Like,
Chat, if somebody actually has that Tenma clip, oh my god, please send me that clip of Tenma just going, the numbers, the motherfucking numbers.
but like, what's it? Because in Yu-Gi-Oh, the average card length in terms of card text has gone from like 9 at the start of the game to 74 in 2020.
God, I've never
Oh.
felt so old.
I mean,
Hold
hey,
on,
get your
let me
literacy
find
up.
a good example. Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic.
I was gonna say, just as a brief aside, I have like no intent on leaving in the same way that I didn't have intent on leaving before. I'm truly one of the things, right? Is like I haven't talked about this on my stream because I don't talk about this kind of stuff on my stream, but we talk about it here, so that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like I feel like I have the luxury to be like, this didn't affect me that much because it didn't, but like also in the grand scheme of things, having been on the side of one of these things that really did, is I just don't give enough of a shit anymore. So I just kind of do whatever the fuck I want anyway. And so, like, for example, Avi came to me and is like, hey, do you want to talk shit about this guy's terrible One Piece opinions? And I'm like, oh boy, do I. And then TP came to me and was like, do you want to help me, do you and Avi want to help me talk shit about this person's terrible Kirby opinions? And I'm like, oh boy, do I. Like,
wait, what's it? Were you still down for the video about that guy's dogshit ultra kill opinions?
oh boy, am I.
Fuck yeah!
Like, I just, like,
Oh my god.
I've said this before, like, I don't want to talk about, like, I'm going to talk about serious things in the future, but, like, not community-related shit, because, like, that shit I'm just kind of tired of. Like, I feel like I have a lot of strong opinions about those things, but, like, I'll say those things to the most part because now we have, I think this is the thing, right? I think now in the modern day, a lot of the reason that, like, we had a lot of inter-community, like, back and forth 9,000 degree fucking commentary chains was because there was no way to get a hold of anybody else. So you just responded directly because it was the most direct means of communication you had. But like now that we have places like the Nexus where there's like where literally everyone is all in the same place, there's kind of just no need for any of that anymore.
Yeah, because people just talk to each other like adults. Main commentary community, take notes.
Exactly. I totally agree. So like I just
Boy,
don't see a need.
do I have to say shit about talking like adults?
Yeah, no kidding.
No, like I was listening. So we were helping out a friend of mine last night. He's not able to make it to an event because of the rise that he had.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, because of extenuating circumstances, both had to cancel on him. And it wasn't their fault either. It was just life got in the way.
Yeah, just stuff happened.
And so, the people that he was trying to get a ride with, these were people that basically were just kind of going into like emotional blackmailing and everything. Because when he had said that he wouldn't be able to make it, they go ahead and say, "Oh, so you're lying?"
Nuts.
Wow. That's some
not so much commentary
community
community. It's just
shit.
more of just how fucking stupid the terminally online are.
Right.
No, that's just like commentary.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is there really a difference?
Like,
right. No, you're so right.
No, it's so funny to me, like, because bitches will really be like, oh, so something like I've acquired new info or a new thing happened that has changed my view or ability to do a thing. And everyone's like, "Oh, so you're a fake ass bitch."
I've acquired the updated autopsy report. So you're saying that he was never killed. It's like
it's like no.
Yeah.
didn't say
That's
that.
not what that means.
So like, yeah, like I just don't think that there's a lot of need for that anymore. Like I'll talk about things in like a broader context. Like for example, I have a video in the works, but it means that I have to watch all of Hazbin Hotel.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh God, I'm so
sorry.
sorry.
Like one of the main thesis points in that is that I think that like the critique of Vivzy Pop is like I think is valid but misplaced. Like my whole bit is I have a whole thing that's talking about specifically the way that Angel's shit is handled. Is I said I think like a lot of people are like, oh, it's glamorizing. It's not. But I understand why you would think that because it was handled so fucking badly. Like it's
honestly, I get the feeling that whatever happened in Hazbin Hotel, and I'm assuming they're talking about like the whole Angel Dust musical number. I'm assuming.
Yeah, they're talking about Poison, and I'm like,
okay. So basically, here's my kind of take on that. If you think that is bad, you should see the shit in High Guardian Spice, and that stuff was done innocuously, but oh my god, the lack of foresight.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't think I think that in this particular instance, it's just a case of like Vivzy wanting her cake and eating it too. Like she wants her big fun musical number, and she's like, oh, I want to put Angel in all these fucking sexy positions and do all this and like really show off and like really push how like sexual and I'm like, yeah, and that's cool and that's great. The song about abuse is not where we do that.
And so is that for what it's worth? It does get people talking about the show.
Right, but that's like I'm not gonna get, like I said, I'm not gonna get into all of it because I have to watch all of it in order to have like a nuanced opinion because I'm like Aaron. One of my greatest weaknesses is that I can't talk shit about something unless I've actually consumed it. But like, I think that
is a strength.
I think that like a lot what I've seen from an outsider perspective, a lot of it isn't. I think a lot of people are attributing malice where I think incompetence or like. I think a bumblefuck is not only a more likely, but like just a more charitable.
Yeah, I would say that like this is why like okay, everybody that's watching, everybody that's listening, I'm gonna teach you guys something that will absolutely make your life a whole lot better. It's called Hamlin's razor.
I don't think I could have come in at a more inappropriate time.
It's actually true.
Hi,
so
Danica.
Before it gets away from me, what Hamlin's razor is it's kind of, there's a more verbose version of it, but the shortest of it is assume stupidity or ignorance before malice.
Yeah, do not assume malice when incompetence is.
So it's like if I want to go like going back to the High Guardian thing when they wrote out those scenes, especially involving the transgender stuff, a lot of people had problems with it because of how it was done, not necessarily because it was talked about. But basically, it's just like, oh, these people are all groomers. No, I highly doubt they're groomers. No, what it most likely is that they lack the foresight into how people would interpret this stuff. In other words, stupidity or ignorance, not malice.
Right. It's like, I've seen that sequence, and it's like, it's so ham-fisted and awkwardly constructed.
I'm transgender.
Like, yeah, it's same, right? Like, it's so ham-fisted and awkwardly put together that, like, it didn't accomplish anything. So like I think, and that's basically it. I'm taking this video from the comparison point of like I'm talking about this, and that in terms of I read a manga called Mad K, which is incredibly violent and sexual and gross and weird, and it's about people in hell, and I'm making like a comparison point between these two things because they do a lot of similar things but very differently. And so I'm using.
Oh, is this the one from Urban Spook? Urban Spook vid?
And like.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a point of comparison of like, it's less like, and I'm part of the reason that I'm gonna take so long with this fucking video and it's gonna be 1,000 pages long is because it's a lot of. I'm not saying Hazbin Hotel bad, Mad K good. I'm saying like. this is something I thought was handled awkwardly in Has Been. Here's where I think here's an example of how I think it was handled better in Mad K.
You can say, like, oh, this is how I would have
Yeah.
touched up this scene to not come across the wrong way.
Right. Which is great, because I did a little bit of digging, because I found I found the creators' Pixiv, and I was like, oh, Pog, I get to look at their artwork. The first 3 things they had drawn were Has Been Hotel fan art. So the creator of...
Oh my god.
Yeah, so the creator of Mad K is a Has Been Hotel fan. They specifically drew the main characters from Mad K as Has Been Hotel OCs. It was
that's what I'm saying. It's like, but again, with Hanlon's Razor, your life will become so much better because whenever you see some stuff on like social media, you're just kind of like I'm gonna go ahead and quote I'm gonna quote South Park here is they ignorant.
Yeah, like
that's the most likely one.
Right.
And
most
basically,
people are
and here's
probably just dumb.
And I'll give you an example of when you do not apply Hanlon's Razor. Okay, let's see if anybody here knows the follow-up to this. I like waffles.
Oh, so you hate pancakes?
Exactly.
Yeah, I've been on Twitter. That's the way it works.
Basically when you don't apply Hanlon's Razor. Whereas a smart person would say, what do you think about pancakes?
Pancakes are pretty good, dog.
I like both, but for me, it kind of feels like, okay, what are you eating it with?
French toast is the superior third option in this essay.
But like, okay, so like, I'll have fried chicken with waffles, but I won't have fried chicken with pancakes.
I didn't understand. I'm gonna be so fucking for real with you. I didn't understand chicken and waffles until I moved to the South, and I was like, oh.
Oh yeah, I visited a friend.
Now I get it.
On my way out, I live in Louisiana. Just for whatever reason, I just never got around to having chicken and waffles. My friend in Georgia takes me to this really kick-ass place, and it had definitely filled me up for that for the drive back home.
It's good.
But I am just like, my God, why have I never had this?
Fucking.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I have the superior take, which is that I have a stomach that is made of like fucking glass, so I cannot eat in the mornings or I get sick.
I can't believe you're anti-breakfast. This is unfucking believable.
I've got like,
I know,
just unironically, I've just got like the worst taste in food imaginable, and like part of that is just like neurodivergency and just my brain panicking if a food is a given texture.
You know what? I've actually heard that before. There's actually a friend of mine, and believe it or not, like he did not eat corn for years. It was weird. But here was the funny thing is that the more that we found out, like he had never eaten XYZ, and we're all just flabbergasted. I still remember one time though is that he actually likes dark chocolate a lot.
Yeah, it's like I don't know how many people I'm gonna piss off, but I don't like chicken.
That's fine. Here's the thing: like, I actually don't like turkey that much either, and it actually has to do with the texture.
Yeah, it's just unironically.
I hate most.
Yeah,
like lunch meat has to be. Deli meat has to be a certain way for me to eat it.
Yeah, like, but like there was that, and then there was also like how my family ordered Chinese food and shit today. I tried a little bit of everything because the portions they give you are way too big for one person to eat anyway.
Really?
And I disliked basically all of it.
Unbelievable. Oh, did I?
Have I too big for you? Probably not for me.
Well, of course not. You're American.
Have I told you my tale of woe?
No, that's not why I say that.
Have I told you my tale of woe?
I don't think so.
I don't know what that means, so probably not.
I found out last year that I was allergic to apples.
Oh, that you told me this yesterday. Yeah.
So I've been allergic to apples apparently my whole life, and I didn't know until this year, or until last year. So
what?
Holy shit!
So
how does that manifest?
What happened was, Brooke was making this recipe we saw on TikTok that had apples in it. And I love apples, which is why this brings me to sadness like you wouldn't believe. I had the thought last night because I was watching somebody talk about Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory, and I was like, damn, I could go for a caramel apple. And I'm not kidding you, I almost cried because I was like, I can never have caramel apples again.
I feel that.
But
Okay.
what happened was, I took an apple out of the bowl as she was cutting them. I just took an apple slice and I popped it in my mouth, and we were talking, and I went, and just to kind of make conversation, I said, I love apples, they're my favorite fruit. I said, but it's a shame that they make your mouth itchy.
And they were just like, what?
And
then
she,
I just
Brooke just looks at me and
say?
goes, what did you say? And I'm like, I said, it's a shame they make your mouth itchy. And she shakes her head at me, and I'm like, what? And she goes, babes, you're allergic to apples. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And then I asked my parents, I'm like, do they make your mouth itchy? And my dad's like, they've never made your mouth itchy. And I'm like, no, they have my whole life. And he goes, what do you mean they have your whole life? And I'm like, what? And then I asked my mom, and she's like, she's like, honey, that's how onions feel when I eat them. I'm allergic to onions. You're allergic to apples. And I'm like, what?
Uh-huh.
And then I'm not shitting you. 2 weeks later, Brooke got a big thing of apple juice because she craved the appy juice. And I was like, I'll have a glass of apple. And I was like, I crave the appy juice. I will have a glass of appy juice. And I did, and I got wicked sick. And I felt really bad. And I was like, oh, there's just too much sugar in this. That's why it made me sick. And then Brooke looks at me and goes, you drank the apple juice? And I was like, yeah. And she goes, you're allergic to apples!
See,
and I'm like,
God.
Oh no.
Ian. Real quick, let me get to chat. Pyro, hi. Hello, welcome in. You're not the only one cup of coffee in the morning for me, and that's it. SG, that's literally me. Like, I am out here. Y'all don't know about me. Okay. I wake up. I make my iced latte. I eat nothing. And then I am good for, like, 4 hours at least. Like, this... So, I've talked a little bit about, like, how I've had issues with food in the past, and this is still something I'm working on. When I work, I don't eat. Like, I will deadass forget if I don't set alarms. I don't know why that is.
You'll just forget.
Yeah.
See,
I'm just like, yeah, I could eat food, but like, holy shit, this drawing. Holy shit, this thumbnail. Holy shit, this video render.
I do want to say, I had heard the Apple story yesterday. The only reason I answered probably not was because you were initially asked it in a way that didn't make me recognize what story you were about to tell. Because you were all like, you were like, have I told you my tale of wool? And I'm like, what is it? Huh?
My wool tale. That is the...
Never change.
Listen,
never change.
I have a long sordid history of, why the fuck are you doing that? And then I'm just like, what? Huh?
What?
I do it all the fuck... God, this...
Oh, where's the fucking art you did? Oh my god, hang on. Great example, by the way. Oh my god, oh my god.
Bullying me.
Okay, so for context, chat. So I was on Heaton stream. Was this 2 days ago, or was this yesterday? I think it was... No, I think it was 2 days ago, because it was when I was moving my bookshelves, and that was 2 days ago. I was there both times, I think. I just don't think you were live when I was hanging out with you guys yesterday. So, yeah. So, basically, so the thing was, Heaton and crew were live, and I was like, I'm gonna go in to bully people. So, what ended up happening was, we somehow got on the topic of, like, oh, fighting game conventions smell bad. And we were talking, I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell you all whether or not you
I know,
smell
by the way,
based
apparently
off
I
the
got that
characters
Bath
you
and
main.
Body Works since going because of my mains. Just putting that out there.
Okay, so hang on, I gotta hear, what's the thing?
And my scent is Valentino, like my
over?
chat knows this.
I mean, like...
We could also say Givenchy, like, pick a bad bitch fragrance, I have it.
Flagrant.
Fragrance.
Also, I love that art, by the way.
Literally my fragrance.
Like, I gotta ask though, as like the person who's like only really like fighting game that I've ever really put that much time into when I had it at the time was Smash Brothers. What fragrance is Joker?
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this right now. It's not a pleasant smell because let's put it this way.
Neutral.
This is the thing that like a friend of mine also had made the connection of. You want to be Joker, but you're really Mishima.
Damn.
So if anything, you just smell like mediocrity.
See, yes,
Okay, here's the thing, Lynn. Here's the thing, Lynn. I would say it depends. If you're cis, Joker is fucking abhorrent.
Wait, hang on.
If you're trans, then Joker smells fantastic.
Is there a difference between MTF and FTM?
Yes, there is.
I don't think so.
It's female to male or male to female.
No, I think so. No, I was about to
Oh,
say,
I'm talking about Joker
sorry.
sense, not like.
It's kind of obvious based on context clues that they're asking if there's a difference between trans men playing Joker and trans.
All right, fuck off. I'm more autistic than you. Cry about it.
No, you're not. Literally, if you tell me a plan and then
Remember. Hang on. Remember. Lynn does not
I'm very good at it. But now though, like unironically, like Danica, you're literally on the level of this bitch in Danica's Zak's chat, right? Of it talking about my eating problems with it has to do with how Lin being British, they aren't well known for good food, Lumfowl. Which fuck you, beans on toast is good. You just ain't tried it. Cry about it.
It's a textural nightmare.
I haven't, but that's also because I don't like toast in general, so that's not
That's
a
a
British
you
problem.
problem.
That's I don't like toast.
I have a thing where if you tell me you're gonna do something with me, or you make me aware you're going to do something, not only will I be unable to stop thinking about it until we do the thing, but if you also if you give me a particular date and or time for something and then it doesn't happen, I get annoyed.
I'm sorry, are we unironically in a neurodivergency arms race? Because now I'd win.
Oh god, I have
Yes,
Joker Musk Man, I just
Also,
know
yes,
it's
Eden.
stank as fuck.
I have a fucking perfect example of that, of something very similar. So yesterday
Side note by the way. You still need to interview me in DMs. Anyway.
I do, you're so right. So fucking yesterday, so for the past couple of days, rather, Justin has been telling me like his sister's coming to town, so he wants us to clean. He just wanted us to. He was like, "We need an excuse to deep clean the house. My sister's coming Friday. Let's deep clean the house." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So I had one job, but it was to clean my bathroom because I already cleaned. Well, yeah, because I'd already cleaned my room.
That's it.
I'd already cleaned my room recently.
Oh, fair.
And I'd already done and I do the laundry every week. So my only real job was to maintain my bathroom because I maintain everything else pretty recently. So, he's like, the kitchen's my job, because their bedroom's clean. So he's like, the kitchen's my job, and you already cleaned up the office. So like, all you got to do today is your bathroom. I'm like, fuck yeah. So I do all the scrubbing. I scrub that bitch clean. You can fucking see yourself in it. And then the moment I was done, because all I'd been thinking about all week was like, that's my only job. I gotta go do it. I gotta be sure I do it right, etc., etc. And then it was done, and I was so tired.
Yeah.
I I'm not shitting you. I almost like collapsed and took a 3-hour nap because my brain was like, all right, task done. That's all. No more energy.
Hold up. Lucario just said in chat, I had a friend in college who made Joker and he smelled like stank of a weed and ambiguous Mexican food.
Okay, Smash related, real quick. I want to let everyone in Zak's audience know, when it comes to Smash Brothers, I main Terry. Wolves.
Inside you there are two
One of them is a buster wolf.
The one is the hungry wolf. That's actually what he's known as.
No, inside of you there are two wolves. Both of them are lesbians.
No.
Inside you there are two wolves, and they're both boys.
Oh yes, Lin, my favorite lesbian, Terry Bow.
By the way, so you want to know the funny? Okay, so speaking of wolves, you all know what's kind of a funny headcanon I have?
Hit me.
Wolf has a one-sided romance for Fox.
I think that's like everyone's
if you don't
headcanon by
mentally
now.
imagine, if you're into Star Fox
Oh, shit.
and 50% of your brain chemistry isn't comprised of shirtless furry man yaoi, you're not playing Star Fox correctly. Let's get that.
Which is funny because there's never been a shirtless scene in Star Fox.
You're right, but I'm a furry artist and I can just draw it. So fuck you.
Bold of you to assume
I mean,
there has to
listen. Okay, well, here's the thing. Like, I feel like it. I honestly think like their relationships is. Do you guys know that meme of like top 10 reasons that you're gay? Number 1,
No,
you like boys,
no.
and then it's just Wolf like nah.
I can imagine it now. Fucking Fox is like, number 1, you like
boys.
Number
No,
15.
no.
Number 15. You like men.
Number 15. Number 15, clapping booty cheeks.
Number 15, gay people.
Oh my god. I'm an Ike main. Okay, you know what? I
Okay,
think
which
you're
Ike
neutral.
alts though?
Actually, is there a difference?
No. Okay, this is. I need to ask. Are we talking like default time skip Ike where he's like muscular and shit? Or are we talking like are we talking Path of Radiance Ike where he's still like where before he hit the gym? Like what are we going here? Which Ike are you playing?
These are the things we need to know. We can all agree, like, really
Yeah.
players eat
Yeah,
cigarettes,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, there was a TikTok.
I love that TikTok, and you're right.
I literally saw the TikToks from that guy about Smash Mains, and in his newest one, I just left a comment
Blake
going.
Jennings?
I left a comment going, okay, but where's the Terry stereotype? Make fun of me already.
I love
Wow.
when
It's honestly kind of hard
Oh,
to give
I'm
like the
so
FG's
ready.
different fighting game character stereotypes because
I
they
will
kind of
say,
filter themselves.
Because
I will
all
say-
of them stink anyway.
I will say though that guy that while he hasn't done a video that featured Terry yet, I will say he had no right to come at me about my secondary, man.
which is
Okay, I will say this. Like, I think there are two and exactly two fields of fighting game players that don't smell. The first, Street Fighter players. And the reason I say Street Fighter players is because they're either old enough to know better or young enough to see the mistakes.
damn,
If we're
you're
gonna
so
do
right.
okay, so if we're gonna do that,
Street Fighter players smell fantastic unless they play Rufus. Then they're
Then
not
they're
in the
not.
community.
Also, to answer your question, Heaton, my secondary is Sora.
well, yeah, that's
Of course it is. You're autistic.
No, and it fucked me up because
No, it's you can't.
actually, no.
non-binary
There's
Sora.
actually one other thing. There's also one other possibility if you play Sora. You're black.
well, considering I'm a white girl, that's not true. But
Go white
no,
girl,
like
go.
the TikTok guy we're talking about, whose name I don't remember. I just know that he's really flamboyant. But like
James
he
Charles?
made it. No,
no.
no, like unproblematic flamboyant.
You get
anyway.
You get dropped. You get down.
Like,
by
just shut up. No, it's
Nah.
like, no, it's like I know because like his joke was you can't out non-binary a Sora main, and I was like, oh fuck you. Like
My favorite of his videos is the one he did when he was talking about Pokemon, and he talked about Totodile, and I was like, God damn it, get out of my head! Get out of my head!
My personal favorite of his is when he did Serena in that series, and he just goes, a Maxinista, a friend to all, and a
I should
frequent
probably
user of
Yeah.
drugs."
I should probably watch his Pokemon TikToks now that I'm actually becoming a fan of that series.
Zach, what's the sting commenter on Bridget players? Hot, incredible taste. You're definitely wearing Givenchy. You're wearing Mugler. You probably overdo it, but you
Okay,
are wearing
I was gonna
hot
say-
girl sense if you
I
play
can't
Bridget.
hear Givenchy anymore and not think of... Oh, God, is it... What the fuck is the movie from where she calls it...
Oh, and if you're playing Elfelt, double it and give it not to the next person.
Oh, good
I'm
for
giving
Hoppy.
it all to
Uh,
yourself.
I was say good. No, I was gonna say good for both.
But yeah, fucking, I keep, every time I hear Givenchy, because I know that's right, I keep thinking of that fucking movie from the 90s where she calls it Givenchy, and I think of it every time!
Da Vinci? No, I
God.
keep hearing, I just keep
I'm
hearing...
so old! I'm surrounded by fucking Zoomers! I hate it here!
Big Cat is older than you.
Fucking... I keep hearing the fucking Life is Strange shit from it. Because, like, I'm autistic enough to just remember what perfume is used by what's-her-face.
I was just going to bring up... I would like the record to show that in terms of Guilty Gear Strive, I play as Ino, and therefore I am that bitch.
Therefore, you are very, very ADHD.
Well, I played Leo.
I like biking.
Actually, wait. So the other one that I think doesn't smell, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh no, I was gonna say why? Is it because no one's there?
Wow.
Brawlhalla is more played than every single fighting game that we've talked about on this stream, except Street Fighter.
How?
I would like you to know.
This is actually... I'm not being sarcastic. This is actually news to me, huh?
Okay, so there's a few things that Brawlhalla has going for it. So, first things first. Brawlhalla has the advantage of being free to play, but also so does Multiversus, and their numbers are dropping like fucking flies. Multiversus video coming probably at the end of the month, you guys, don't worry. But yeah, PogChamp, very good, informative vid. But, okay, so here's the thing. Like, Multiversus had that advantage and failed with it. Brawlhalla makes it work. Brawlhalla is better than, like, every platform fighter on the market, and here's why. You could make the argument that Smash is better. The problem is that they're console locked. So if you simply have any fucking computer or console, congratulations, you can play Brawlhalla. And also, their rotating fighter system is actually really fucking good, and their weapon system makes it one of the easiest things to get into literally ever. Like, Brawlhalla is so fucking user-friendly and so good as an introductory fighter. Like, for platform fighters, to be clear. Because, like, even games like Rivals of Aether can't outdo Brawlhalla. Also, its content is updated regularly, and they handle guests probably the best I've ever seen from fighting games.
You cannot
like, hands down. Brawlhalla is genuinely good.
Huh.
Fascinating.
I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect that.
Yeah, because, like, I would say in terms of quality, I would probably say Street Fighter is the best that's out right now. I would also say Tekken is pretty good. I would say MK is just below them both. If you want, like... Okay, here's my hot take. There are three ways to get into the fighting game community, and which one you get into absolutely is indicative of what kind of games you play. 100%. There are three introductory things. There's your first option, which is Street Fighter 6. Your second option, which is Guilty Gear Strive. And your third, which is Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla, platform fighting introduction, which plays entirely different from all fighting games. Your 4-button fighter introduction is Guilty Gear Strive. And then your 6-button fighter option is fucking Street Fighter 6.
I'm being taught how to play Guilty.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Strive is a 6-button.
I don't.
I think.
I bought...
Or it's a 4-button, right?
I don't know. I bought the funny...
The only thing
now we need to look this
all
up.
I know is that
Hang
I
on.
own the funny box.
Look, all I
Avi wanted to teach me how to play, and I just am slacking in my training because I'm so easy.
See, and all I know is that Strive is that game. I need more of you to play with me anyway.
No, thank you.
I don't know you! Anyway.
Good.
See, okay, here's the thing. Okay, yeah,
No,
Guilty Gear
fine.
is technically a 4-button fighter.
Yeah, it's punch, kick, slash, heavy.
Okay,
slash,
Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat is fucking 7, but we call it a 6-button fighter.
Yeah, SNK fighters, meanwhile, are going to be 4 buttons.
Yeah, Fatal Fury is probably
shout out
be
to me, the only
ridiculously easy to
KOF
get
15
into.
player in the room. Let's go.
Oh, that's cute.
Big Cat is
I will reiterate,
right
I don't know.
I'm going to...
Points at the cat. I don't know you.
I'm raising my hand.
I also played it one time.
Do you also play KOF 15?
No, I'm raising my hand because I need to ask a stupid person question.
Okay.
You may ask your stupid person question and get a stupid
What
person answer.
determines how many buttons?
So pretty much, it's what buttons are you actively using in combat that are not direction based.
By the way, to clarify,
that's like the
macro buttons. You know, ones that count for, say, pressing 2 buttons at the same time. Like, for example, Street Fighter, you can have a throw button for light punch, light kick, but that would not count for it.
Okay.
So macros don't count.
Yeah, the only time that I think it legitimately counts is Mortal Kombat. And that's because you are encouraged to use the throw button. And I think you are supposed to use it in brutalities as well. I could be wrong on that. But, so, like, take Mortal Kombat, for example. The reason it gets so much shit for its gameplay is because it's a 7-button fighter. And it makes no fucking sense for that reason. Because even if you ignore the throw button, you have, like, X, A, B, and Y, which are standards in most fighting games. Then you have a throw, which we're not counting as a button in this case. Flip stance. And then you have cameo, which is technically your 7th. And then your block button. MK having a block button is why it's a 7-button fighter as it is. And the cameo system is why it's a 7-button fighter without changing its premise.
Okay.
Because most games are sane and use the back button as your block button. You just hold back on the D-pad. Mortal Kombat added a whole fucking button for that shit.
Yeah, and here's the thing, is like it has no real reason to have a guard button, to my understanding. But the thing that's also is that like Soul Calibur, on the other hand, does, because of the way that 8-way run works.
Yeah, because Soul Calibur has functions where it makes sense to have a block button. MK doesn't, and the reason I know MK doesn't is because NetherRealm literally made Injustice 2 use back instead of a fucking button. Granted, Injustice was a 4-button instead of a 6-button, but still. I'm so lost. Hello, Sephiroth. Welcome to the channel. We talk about fighting games like a lot to the point where you may question our sanities.
I'm learning.
We are learning. Yeah, this is what I'm passionate about. I love how everybody thinks I'm commentary, and I'm just like, bitch, I tell you the nuances.
I was about to say,
no,
Zach's just the gay little fighting game guy. I don't know what you want from him. Like, bro isn't the fighting game guy. He's the fighting gay guy. Like,
it's so true.
Like Sparkle on
I
Sisters. It's Evo night.
I'm titling my fucking Evo stream that. Thank you, Danica.
You are so welcome.
Holy shit. Sparkle on Sisters, it's Evo night. Oh my god. Actually, I don't know if I'm home from my cruise on that day or not, because I might... Okay, so chat, fun fact. So I have my cruise vacation in July. So the odds of me potentially skipping day 1 of Evo are extremely strong because I'll be traveling. I'm kind of unsure on that. Because I'm not physically going to Evo, because, fun fact, you have to be 21 to book hotels, for,
that makes sense,
like,
because of
Vegas,
all the gambling.
which is really unfortunate. Yeah, like, and I'm 19, and I was 18 when I thought about buying tickets, so I was like, shit. I think I have to wait 2 years to go to Evo on my own, or I would have to bring somebody with me. I did tell Lio to come with me to Evo to fight people. I think he said he was busy, though. Like, not that he didn't want to fight people, just that he was a little preoccupied.
Lio won't come to MomoCon with us, but he'll go to Evo for the promise of violence. This sucks.
I don't know, maybe.
No, he didn't.
I was about to say, but no, frankly, I look forward to when that 1 terabyte SD card arrives and I can install SF6 on my Steam Deck, and it'll be over for all of you. The Street Fighter brainworms will return after all these years, and I will be... I will be... Well, I was going to say I'll become annoying, but I'm already annoying about a lot of things, so...
Actually true, but we love you anyway.
I'm glad. Honestly, I just like talking to people about things that I have a lot of thoughts about. I like my stupid brain, you know?
Yeah, something I also love is, like, only in my server are you going to have, like,
Can you bring me
Beckett, Monstrous, Lyo, Heaton, Danica, and, like, Gotron and Cloud having the same role for the same purpose for the same streams. Like, I love how every corner of the internet that I'm in and the people I've met all collide to annoy me on streams. It's so funny to me.
I mean, I just showed up because I just got added here, and I figured I would.
Yeah, you were like, I'll turn up for the gig. But it is goofy. It is, like, so fucking funny to me how, like, stream servers bring people together like this.
It's one of the reasons I like the Sanctuary, my stream server, because the amount of hilarious interactions I've seen between all of my otherwise completely separated friends is staggering, bruh.
Literally, yeah. It is interesting to bring them all together in one place.
So what are you drawing right now? I haven't had a chance to ask yet.
I'm drawing Big Cat, Sona. So Big Cat is teaching me King of Fighters on Saturday. And because of that, I figured I should probably have a PNG of him to throw on screen. So I started drawing him. Initially, it just started as, I need to test my XP, so I'm drawing you, and he was like, okay. So now it has, like, a grander
so
purpose.
You just do this with everyone. With everyone, then, okay.
I just do this. Not everyone. Usually if I have, like, very centric streams where people are on, not just, like, an open call, then, usually, yeah. So, like, for example, like, there's a stream Lyo and I have planned. We don't know when we're doing it, but we're planning to build Gundams together on stream at some point. But we haven't, like, picked a day because we're both busy as fuck lately. So, pretty much, like, I drew a dedicated PNG of him. Lynn has been, like, guest on my stream many, many, many a time. And then I have, like, who else? I've done Sunny, I've done Hidden, I've done Susie, because all of them were on my stream after my Peaches video.
I don't know what I could do collaboratively with you. At least not yet. I'm sure we can figure something out. Yeah. I'm sure we can figure something out.
That's okay.
I like I said, I saw you across the Discord chat, and I liked your vibe, so.
For real.
I'm not over that I was talking to Ellie about that last night. And she was all like, well, of course you liked Zak's vibe. You're both extremely gay.
Yeah.
Sometimes, nah, for real.
Yeah, they always win.
I'm ultra gay because due to being non-binary, everyone is gay for thinking I'm hot. Therefore, I am the omega gay.
Well, no, Mon says I am such an omega.
I am super gay. I am super gay. God, super gay. Exactly,
you're Super Saiyan gay.
I'm back.
And this is the...
Hello. She
did. I don't know why. Maybe I heard Brooke's voice faintly, but I couldn't make out with it. It was probably something that they had planned tonight.
Oh, the show's getting a bit crowded, to be honest.
And this is to go even further beyond.
Boom, boom. And then have most of the base sketch done, actually.
And then you hear like 2010's Party Girl Girly Pop in the background while I go super gay, Super Saiyan gay free or some shit.
Oh, if we want to talk about some girly pop.
So I've
Perry's
heard
coming back.
That's crazy.
She gave Elon Musk money.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she did do that, huh? I am excited to hear her new single because she's apparently going back in the direction she used to do for music, which I'm hyped about. like pre-Witness era, and I'm like, I am intrigued. I'm nervous because it's like, here's the thing. I think the scene now for pop is like very primed for Katy Perry's music to return.
Elaborate.
Like, in my opinion. As in, like, okay, think about, like, dude, Sabrina Carpenter is on such a come-up, and her music is, like, campy to a certain degree in the way Katy Perry's was. Maybe not as much as Katy Perry's was, but, like, we're getting there. Chappell Roan, again, campy to a certain degree, with, like, a level of seriousness behind it. Like, I think that's what Katy Perry is probably gonna go towards. So I think it is a good time for her return.
She came out of the frozen Arctic and she's ready to return.
Oh my god. Like, okay, I will say, there is exactly, because I think people have established, like, the top 8 of, like, the Gen Z pop girlies. There's Tate McRae, Tyla, Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, Billie Eilish. There's 2 more. Madison Beer, and, oh my god, fuck. I have it. Oh my god, who was it? I'm trying to remember who the last one was. I think I retweeted it, so I could probably find this. At the very least, it's in my likes somewhere that are only accessible to me now. I forgot to it. My bad, y'all.
You forgot to it. I love how that has just become likes on Twitter now.
Miiverse was a one-of-a-kind free source of comedy. In any opportunity to be reminded of its legacy, I will always appreciate.
Yeah. Okay, here were the top 8 pop girlies for Gen Z. It's Madison Beer, Tate McRae, Chappell Roan, Olivia Rodrigo, Tyla, Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, and Renee Rapp. Those are, like, the girlies, right? And, like, honestly, I kind of like that we actually have definitive pop girlies now. Because I think about, like, I don't know why, but, like, 2017 to 2022, we could not, like, have a firm, like, group of pop girlies to stick by. We really didn't. I don't know why. Early 2010s, you had Ariana, you had a little bit of Jessie J, you had Iggy Azalea to a certain degree, you had, who else? Katy Perry, you had, Demi Lovato. Like, you had the girlies. Even Fifth Harmony. Even if Fifth Harmony was more so camp. Dude, I fucking love Fifth Harmony so much in like such a specific way. It's so goofy to me. I live. But yeah, it's so weird that, like, we only just now, like, have seen a full resurgence of, like, oh wow, like, we have actual pop girls now that aren't just, like, being shut out for not being our 2010 faves. I love that. What servers pinged me in places? Oh, well, okay. Anyways, that's my rant about the state of women in pop. It's giving very, in this video essay,
it's giving very VHS pause sound effect, VHS rewind sound effect.
Yes.
Or if it was about lost media, you'd have to turn the lights off, put on the scary, like, copyright-free music, and go. Yeah, and you go.
Light switch noise.
On today's scary episode of Lost Media Archive, we'll be talking about this lost
like
episode of a kids show. But I'm gonna talk about it as if it's the scariest shit you will ever hear about.
No, literally.
Bitches talking about.
It's so funny. Beckett as in Cope and Seed Beckett. Yes, Beckett is considered one of the dolls.
People talking, true crime channels talking about actual horrific crimes from the past. And they're, like, doing their nails, and they got, like, the cheery music on. And it's, like, lost media channels talking about a lost episode of a show aimed at 12-year-olds. It's like...
No, literally. It feels like the vibe should be swapped there now.
Like, I would so love to, like, I would kill for someone who like, does their makeup while they're talking about the lost Smash Brothers 64 promo event with the wrestling ring or the Lost or whatnot.
Yeah, literally. Please do your makeup and tell me about like a lost episode of Thundercats or SWAT Cats or something cats.
The funny
like,
thing
please.
is that on the subject of SWAT Cats, long story short, at least I think one episode, the script was found.
Hey.
That is...
Yeah. I will say, wasn't there like a rumor or like there was an attempt to reboot?
Oh no,
the
it's still a work in progress. I'm just gonna say that much.
Yeah, because I thought it was happening to some degree. Listen, I mean,
long story short,
okay.
You have to just follow them on their Instagram and you'll see information periodically about it. But it does exist still.
Dang, I didn't know Big Cat was based. Shit.
He's able to bully me on streams. Only based people can do that shit. Yeah, see? I will say, Big Cat and Danica do sound vaguely similar sometimes. You do have like more of like a flamboyance to your voice, but I feel like you guys have similar cadences.
You know what? I can see it, honestly. Also, thank you for calling my voice flamboyant. I appreciate that.
Of course, icons recognize icons. And back to drawing Big Cat's tits. That's a soundbite. That's a fucking soundbite.
What is sorry? I phased out for a sec.
You're good. Just anyway, back to drawing Big
Cat's
quick,
tits. Big Cat. Since we're on the topic of talking to you, since it was made apparent to me that you're apparently a KOF 15 player.
Yes.
Like actively.
Yes.
What is your main team?
Chizuru, King of Dinosaurs, Yamazaki.
I found out King of Dinosaurs and Taizak are the same person.
Nope, they're absolutely not the same individual. Just because they have the same birthday and have the same voice actor doesn't mean that they are the same character.
They have the same color palette.
Yeah, but they're totally not the same person.
100%. It is a listen. Okay. Initially, I was like, "Oh, Fatal Fury, really cool. There's some cool characters." Me, Cease, Taizak, Ghost Feral. I remember I texted Lyle. I'm like, "Who was gonna tell me who this was?" And Lyle was like, "I wasn't."
See, my main team in KOF 15 is Blue Mary, Angel, and Terry. But sometimes I swap Terry out for Leone. Really depends.
Well, I can tell you're not really a KOF fan.
The fuck does that mean?
It's pronounced Angel.
What?
Are we gonna do that kind of gatekeeping?
I'm messing with you.
Okay, I was about to say, don't you lecture.
Don't worry. I proclaim silly
Don't you lecture
Billy.
me about how to say one of my mains names with your $20 fight stick.
$20? I'm on a hitbox.
Oh shit! Never mind. That response does not work with you. Damn.
Now mine.
Don't lecture me with your $300 hitbox. Go two guys.
Listen, mine is like 50. Mine's like 50.
That's great.
The thing is, like, Weebus and I have a lot in common in that we deadass just, like, we thought about doing fight sticks, and, like, I did them for Tekken whenever I play, but, like, literally every other game I learned
See,
on
I'm weird because I can play Street Fighter with my arcade stick.
Same. Like, it's not that I can't, it's that I'm worse
Street Fighter, with Ultra Street Fighter 4, or like, you know, that game, for example, like Ultra Street Fighter 4, I can play on stick and have no issue. Heck, but if you try to get me to play Strive on stick, I will probably die because I'm somehow considerably worse in Strive on stick than I am on controller, and I don't get how that happened.
Yeah.
To do with Strive's leniency is kind of screwing you over.
Gonna be honest, yeah. Like, I found it so weird, like, how lenient Strive is with timing. Like, it's more lenient than MK is, and it fucks with me because I'm used to going turbo
not just
speed
in
for
terms of
everything.
timings, inputs are considerably much more lenient. Because when I went from Strive and I finally, and KOF 15 came out, doing combos was actually harder, and I was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I
so
adjusted
odd.
within like a day or whatever, but you know.
You should play KOF 15
Yeah,
against
it takes a while.
Yeah. I know we just met now, but you should play KOF 15 against me.
Okay.
Wow, Saturday.
I mean, within a day, I did it. Like, literally, Weebus and I joined the same VC. And then at some point, we were just like, we should fight in Tekken. It was also when I entered that match that I found out I am Warrior.
Now the only complication now is that I've never used the matchmaking. And
meanwhile, right now. I'm actually about head to head with a friend of mine who's a Devil Jin main. He's been getting trained by one of the best Xiaoyu players in the world.
Oh.
So, if anything, I think that kind of says a lot.
Yeah, when I was, like, really fixated on playing June, I was, like, training a lot with Weebus. And then I stopped being super interested in Tekken for a while. I'll probably go back to it. So
if there's a Weebus, does that mean that there's a what head?
Potentially. I would have to ask.
Because I would love to meet Whathead. Or Wubhead.
Weebus and... Oh, I get it now. Okay, no, that took me a minute to plug everything in. I'm like, oh... Sometimes
my brain reminds me of a classic joke.
Sometimes my brain...
The existence of casual sex implies the existence of competitive
sex. Yes.
Like, how would that even work?
I'm sorry. I blank for a second. Again, I come back, and that's what I hear.
Okay. I've actually thought about this.
Correct.
And I think I have a good fear on how competitive sex would work. Okay? It'd be like a speed run race.
Well, first off, that wouldn't be one. First off, that wouldn't be no. That would only be one metric.
No. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. We can expand off it, but hear me out on the idea.
This video is so gonna get flagged.
Yeah, Zach, you are not making any money. I think that should be coming out of Danica's pocket.
The fuck it is.
Please pay me $5 on Streamlabs.
I was gonna say if I'm paying Zach for something, it's gonna be for a service. Oh.
The only service I would give you is explaining.
I don't mean that kind of service. I'm not Zach's type.
Yeah, I'm aware. Wording, by the way.
Okay, good. You're not Ephraim.
For starters, I'm not nearly muscular or masculine enough for Zach's taste. And second, I don't see Zach that way.
Also, hold the fuck. Yeah. Wait,
dude, I will still never not find the fact that Ephraim just unironically said he wanted to fuck my OC in a call. Like, I'm sorry, that was funny as shit. Yeah. Dude, okay, I don't remember when this was, but I know it was at least like a month ago. So we were all in VC, and then I think Lyo dipped to like Lyo's office that he has in Cat's Lair, and I went in there because I was just like vibing, and then Ephraim was there, and then Lyo's like, well, I'm gonna go to bed, and then Old Man went to sleep. And then I was showing off like some stuff I showed Ephraim a couple of outfit ideas I had planned, and like he was like, yeah, like blah 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 blah. He was trying to like be sneaky about it, and I was like, what do you mean? And he just goes, I want to fuck your OC. I'm like, yeah, thanks for sharing.
You mean it?
Based on the vibe.
Oh no, he did, and like I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of funny. Based on the vibe
I get from my interactions with Zach, I get the sense my relationship with Zach would end up just being like, like one of us bursts into the other's DMs out of nowhere going, bitch, you will not believe what that cunt said to me today.
Hey, if it's not too...
I mean, I do that with most people. I do it with Lyo a lot, and it's really funny.
Could you make the yellow just a bit darker?
Okay. Yeah, I can. I'm really quickly
Okay.
gonna see something with it though. Damn, these bitches out here on motorcycles that sound like they're revving up to go to the fucking
What,
moon.
Pride Parade?
But I'm trying to see, because I do like this shade, don't get me wrong, but I'm probably going to end up changing it based off of the rest of these colors, because I color in neon. So if it doesn't fuck, then it has to go.
My life.
Oh my god. Someone get the fucking strange Eon's clip. Hey guys, how are we doing? I'm doing bad. How about you guys? Are you doing okay?
Sparkle on sisters. It's Evo. It's Evo
Love
night.
that fucking clip. Oh my god. What's the phrase again?
Sparkle on sisters.
Evo
It's Evo
one?
night.
Yes. Yeah, the shade of like olive green is probably gonna be edited
Whatever works for
slightly.
you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sorry, my brain is still like in shock from hearing that shit.
What Ephraim
Yeah.
wanting? Yeah. Yeah, no. It shocked me at first too, and he's like, "I didn't make you uncomfortable, did you?" I'm like, "No, I'm fucking laughing at your ass."
I don't know. Like my brain is still like trying to process that.
Yeah, no. I like it rolls off of me pretty well because like that shit was just hilarious.
I don't know. That shit is fucking wild, man. Like
I
I feel
can't
like you
imagine.
hit me over the head with the like a largest bag of weed.
Yeah.
may I introduce you to Steel
unironically,
Chair?
please do hit me over the head with steel chair.
Or steel stairs.
Yes, because Zach at 5'2" is going to pick up an entire staircase.
I'm
God.
5'4".
I think that's like the what was that? No, I'm sorry. Zach just went, I'm 5'4". Like it's great. I love
Yeah,
that.
like, I'm sorry, but like, fucking Memulus, whatever the fuck his name is taller than you, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2", so I'm taller than
Listen. Ellie's 5'3"
Literally 5'3".
unironically.
Like, actually. It
It's
is.
so funny to me. Ellie, if you're watching, short.
Small,
Bottom text.
SMOL _. Asterisk. Exclamation mark.
Again, I'm 6'. I'm 6'2", so I'm taller
Parentheses.
I'm
Yep.
5'10".
Okay.
You're
W.
huh.
What?
I expected you to be taller.
That's what everybody
did I.
says.
I actually thought you
Everybody
were like 6'2",
says that for some reason.
no?
I don't know. I guess I expected the dude named Big Cat to be taller. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, 5'10" ain't that
It's
Compared to
short,
a
shorter
but,
than an
like,
it's shorter
say-
than an 18-year-old girl right now. So
I would say shorter. I would say it's shorter than the 6'2", 25-year-old in the room with it. You know me. So yeah, it is pretty short.
Well, I mean, if it's any,
I don't know,
I
everybody's
mean,
tall
if it
when
makes
you're
any
5'4".
feel any better, I would be considered big for a Mexican.
Is that a metric?
I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know what the
he is
appropriate
Mexican.
response to that is.
Yeah, I feel like I'm a bit too light to answer that.
don't worry, chat, Big Cat is Mexican.
Well,
Just so
yeah.
we're clear.
bro said it.
Real.
I don't think bro was lying.
I mean, why would I lie about that?
There's no reason to, frankly.
I mean, it's not like I get oppression points for it.
Exactly. Yeah.
In fact, that's why I also mentioned earlier. Where it's like I was like, "What the fuck?" when they made the when apparently D&D made the orcs Mexican.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, here's my take on, like, making fictional races based off of other
It's
races.
weird.
I don't know, like, it feels weird.
I mean, the other thing I'm also here thinking, as I said again, is Make us dwarves.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about that olive. I looked at that and I said, "Who?"
Oh no, honey.
What happened?
What happened?
I looked at this shade of green that I thought about changing Big Cat's coat to, and
you could change the sweatshirt to that, to the turtleneck to that.
It actually would be a lighter. It actually would be like a pretty neon blue, but it depends on how I think the skin
that is true.
Shading.
Because you can't go off of just flats.
We will figure that out. Because if you go too neutral, I combust. It is canon in my lore that I do, in fact, fucking hate neutral colors. I can handle them in sparing, just not as a whole design. I don't like it. It reeks of soggy gay in here. Hi, Pizza.
Did I ask what that even...
Don't worry.
Should I ask what that even means?
What were you saying? It's pizza. We don't ask questions. Bitch really said, yeah, no. The gays are cereal.
Well, yeah. Have you seen a Lucky Charms box? It's got marshmallows all over that place. I meant to say rainbows, but I think it's funnier that I actually said marshmallows.
Yeah. I think both apply. I think I need a smaller brush.
Look at tonight.
Like seeing how to make this layering work.
I need to throw my trash out. I'll be right back. Because I need to keep my desk hygienic and nice to be in, and not make it look like the den of the Thank you.
The average League of Legends player. Yes, of course. I do find it funny that like when I was a teenager, I used to make a lot of League of Legends content, and now I just dog League players on the road.
Well, yeah, because if you want to talk about how people smell.
Yeah. Like, I still smelled better than every League player imaginable, though. That's why I left.
League, there's like two camps. There's either the people who smell absolutely fantastic, or they smell like their corpses that are like half rotting.
Exactly. Like, it's wild, honestly, like, that disconnect.
So it is the same with Yu-Gi-Oh, unironically.
You know, I have to add, you know, I would not be surprised at the time that I had played Yu-Gi-Oh, and the time that you guys have probably played it now, you guys probably grew up in a world without Yatagarasu.
Without what?
Yatagarasu. That
Yatagarasu got unbanned.
I know, I heard about that, and I'm like, holy shit, these kids are about to come into a world where they were born where it didn't exist.
Yeah, I was born in 06.
I know, it's like, you're off, like, you made it by, yeah, so yeah, you were born in a world where Yatagarasu was not playable.
Yep. I'm very glad of that, because that format was ass.
Oh, well, I mean, not only that, but I mean, like, I actually got bored with that meta deck.
Yeah, because it's really, really boring. It's just like, alright, cool, I normal set Sangan pass, drop a turn, they beat over it, add Yada to hand, special CED after discarding Thunder Dragon, blow up the whole board, normal Yada, attack the game.
And then I think they did something to Sangan's effect somewhere down the line that effectively nerfed it.
They changed Sangan so that you can't use the effect of the monster the turn that you add it off of Sangan.
That you what? Oh, that you summoned him?
No, off the you can't use the searched monsters effect from Sangan the turn that Sangan adds it.
You have to save it for later?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and it's also perfectly fine when you end up introducing monsters that Sangan can add that summon themselves without their effects activating. And they're just like inherent special summoning conditions. So at that point, nobody cares.
Real.
And there have been times where, what's it in like the COVID formats where level 3 monsters were just broken, so normal summon
The
Sangan
what format?
The COVID format.
There was a COVID format?
Yeah, because the Yu-Gi-Oh community is like so neurodivergent that even though we were told, hey, we can't play in-person events anymore, we said, fuck it, we'll get on the internet and do it anyway.
Back in my day, it wasn't so neurodivergent. We were just fucking nerds!
Yep, and apparently Konami's response to that was to give us some of the worst Yu-Gi-Oh I've ever played.
Hell yeah. Certified Konami W. As per use, that they frequently take.
Like right after
/J.
they banned the meta deck that I spent like 50 to 60 quid or something like that of my Christmas money 2019 in order to play.
Oh my god. Yeah, Konami, bad moves for their games? No.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, Konami sucks.
I always love when people complain about Pokemon, like, over very arbitrary reasons, and I'm like, y'all. Like, the Magic the Gathering and Yu-Gi-Oh! People have it
Nah,
worse.
unironically, I'm not even, this ain't even a persecution complex. Unironically, Konami treats us worse than any other TCG company treats their player base. Unironically, the ban list communication is non-existent. We get absolutely no word from Konami as to what they want the game to be from a game design perspective and why they make the decisions they do. And the price support that they give us is literally just bugger all. Like, whereas you see games like Lorcana give you a $300 card for entering and then a like $20,000 card for winning the tournament. Whereas we get a Nintendo Switch and a prize card that, is worth like $3,000 but will never sell.
Yeah, like, I would say the Pokemon Company makes weird decisions to keep the game fresh. Like, I won't deny that. But also, they are better.
Yeah, like, unironically, Pokemon just does it so much better because the Pokemon Company gives you money.
They also, like, I will say they were really bad about managing their, 2021, 2022 was a terrible time to be a Pokemon TCG player. You could not get your decks for reasonable prices literally ever. And the Pokemon Company was so ass at fixing that.
Literally because of Logan Paul.
Not entirely. Good majority, like, for older stuff and for Legacy, yes. But, like, newer sets were going so fucking crazy because of the game just getting objectively more popular, like, especially during COVID when we had nothing else to do. So the game got so popular, and then Evolving Skies was selling for $300, like, unironically on TCG Player.
I just remember when I was a kid playing Sun and Moon base format when Tapu Lele GXs were like 50 quid for the lowest rarity or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, like, bitches get crazy.
Yeah, and now that the card is rotated out, how much is it worth now? Fuck all.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, Pokemon, you're very much playing a race against the clock, especially if you're a seller. Like, I remember specifically, I got, like, a Suicune V card that I really liked, It became the meta a couple weeks later, and the card was going for $26.
Yep.
I bought it for $2.
That's really
Sounds about right.
It is.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It is so insane. Capitalism
That
do
is
be
so
goofy like
funny.
that. Like, it is funny in retrospect, but, like, Lil Me was like, fuck.
Yeah, you said it exactly like that.
Probably, yeah. I was a very potty-mouthed
God, who
teenager.
wasn't, though,
Zach,
honestly? Every teenage kid is like that. Where is that group DM?
You're trying to find the chat, TM.
Gotta find the chat.
There we go. I think our base coloring, aside from the spots, is like almost done.
Rad.
Alright, and on that note, it is 1:30 in the morning. I'm probably gonna need to go to bed. Alright, take care.
That is fair. Alright. 2 of you remain.
And it's both the furries.
I know, right?
We outnumber you.
Yeah.
Zach's face when he's left in the room with two. Well, actually, that joke doesn't work because that furry is shorter than this furry. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. I'm gonna stop trying to be funny.
Me at the two furries in VC. Oh my god.
Furry moment.
Not the furry moment. It depends on the card too. I have some old cards that are worth like $80. That is true, because with time they do go up. But usually, standard cards like a Suicune V that's not like special or anything, those you're playing a losing battle against, because it's like they're gonna go down very heavily with time. But the problem is like you kind of need them to be relevant in the TCG, and unless you're making the decks, you have to follow the trends.
Damn.
Because it's not like a game meta where it's patched out immediately or like within a few weeks. Pokemon takes a few months.
Shit. That's crazy.
And usually, if you have a good ass card, congratulations. Like that shit's never going out of style for the entire 2 years.
Dog. That's insane. That's wild. That's animated. Holy shit.
Not that that's animated.
It is indeed animated.
Ah, yes. There we go. I'm also now realizing for shading reasons that I absolutely have to fix something with the line art where I colored in Big Cat's eyebrows. I am liking the coloring on this, though, so far. It's probably going to have to be edited slightly, but we have to do the spots first to see how it looks put together. Okay. I'm gonna do this on another layer. Just to be safe. They become more like complete circles as you go along. There we go. Move this down just a little bit. There we go. I think we need a smaller brush. Maybe? I think we did it right. Holy shit, is that Goku? No.
Could you make the eyes yellow, like a dark yellow?
Hold on, who
see.
is jokingly being mistaken for Goku? Is it Big Cat?
I think.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
Hey, it's me, Goku!
I could say the famous Gohan line, but I feel like this channel will get demonetized.
Try
Oh.
I was like, demonetized?
Yeah,
Try
don't.
fucking worse than that. I don't know. Yeah.
Deleted.
Yeah, so this coating you see here for the fur is basically what happens when it's not the summer.
I see.
And then basically by the time spring comes, I could go into a reservation and fit in, and nobody would notice.
Alright, let me... I'm gonna redo these. I'm leaving like a vague outline of where they were to follow along.
But I'm here thinking of like some of those drag queens where it's just like they have no eyebrows.
Oh, yeah. I'm a Drag Race fan. I know what you mean.
I don't even watch those, but it's just like when you see like Stan Twitter using those.
Oh my god. Where like the brows aren't painted on yet.
I don't know, like maybe it's a girl thing or something, I don't know, but I never understood why would you draw your eyebrows?
It's mainly for face shape reasons from what I've seen. Like, it enhances a lot of your features to have them, and also, as somebody with invisible eyebrows, it does, like, eye draw them sometimes, like, in a brow tint. It does make your head also look smaller. And I have a big-ass head, so I get it.
I mean, I guess because I never really bother with these kind of things, doesn't cross my mind.
Yeah.
By the way, the more I think about it, I swear to God, I could probably do a reasonable Crispin Freeman impersonation.
We love a good intrusive thought.
Oh, sorry to see you there.
Where do I feel like I recognize that? Oh my god. I feel like I recognize the character.
Don't make me angry. Yep.
Is it Winston? I'm so proud of me.
See, it's so funny too. Because despite that being like a spot on Winston, and this is so out of left field, but I feel like you could use the exact same cadence and voice to pull off and put like a filter, like a robot filter over it, and pull off a damn good glam rock Freddy from FNAF.
For a second, I thought you were talking about Ramatra. You want me to say that hatred is grape flavored?
Ramatra's that one robot half my friends want to have sex with, right?
Pretty much. And then for his
yes. The way I don't even have to know who all your friends are to say that with 100% confidence.
Area of effect negative energy thing that just drains you of your HP and everything. On April Fools, they change all the ultimate lines, and one of the ones he'll say is hatred is grape flavored. And then there's one that he talks about the extent and duration of his hate. It outlasts the entire ultimate.
It's so good. I don't even play Overwatch like that, but I've heard that.
And then, unfortunately, they got rid of the Naruto and Dragon Ball Z ultimate references.
Are you kidding me?
And the only reason I think they did that was because of potential collaborations. Because Kiriko would used to say, "Believe it."
So you think they're going? Do you think those are going to like be locked away until those collabs?
If they happen, I think they may have inadvertently future-proofed themselves.
Yeah, because they're doing what?
By the way, I will tell you this: if Ramatra does not get Megatron, I don't know what to tell you.
Ellie remembered that I said I wanted to bang Starscream once, and she apparently just held on to that information, and I forgot I even said it.
Oh yeah,
I love that for her.
That actually kind of reminds me of another thing. They need to give Reaper Starscream.
Oh,
who would Reinhardt be? Because I think Ryan's in.
That's Optimus Prime
for Transformers.
I was say back when Overwatch first came out, Reaper was the character I mainly played as. So
they actually buffed him in today's patch.
Damn, that's crazy. I haven't played Reaper in forever because in modern day I main Ashe and Widow.
Okay, so the short of it is that they reduced the area of spread because of the tank changes.
Huh.
Since he couldn't since the headshot damage was now reduced and such.
Okay. So now we have to do the hands, which I don't think that should be too bad.
I'm trying to think of what else. I think the question is, okay, who do you give Bumblebee and why it should not be Tracer?
I don't know, because I'm trying to think of maybe Ursa?
There's a couple that you could give her. I mean, she's like that, and then of course you have to give one to Bastion.
I feel like you have to give one to Diva too.
Maybe. I kind of prefer if they didn't because she already got a collab skin. Then again, Kiriko got 2.
Uh-huh. Oh. The pink Transformer needs to go. The one. Oh my god, I forgot her name. Arcee?
Let me see. Well, if I look at her shape, who would be good for her?
I was thinking of Moira.
No, because the reason I say that is the kind of cuntiness that Moira exudes is not the same as this.
Widow?
Widow's a maybe. Because she's got the ass.
Damn you right.
By the way, I like how people keep saying, keep thinking that they nerfed Tracer's ass. They never did. She never had a thick ass.
I was about to say, girl just knew how to pose it. That's it.
I mean, she knows how to pose it because, she never had a thick ass. It was always May, Sojourn, and I guess you could include Zarya if you're into that.
Well, now I see why your eyes went directly to there when I showed you my ref and DMs. Now I understand.
I mean, I'm a guy.
It's clear you're paying attention.
I mean, I'm a guy. There's a 90% chance that's the first thing I'll notice.
I mean,
that are the boobs.
Listen, trust me.
attracting women is my favorite genre.
Let's say, trust me, you're not
design.
I mean, same. It's literally what I do. But nah, trust me, you're not the first or last person to say that, Cat. Don't worry.
Why are we talking about ass? Why wouldn't we be talking about ass?
I was about to say, I don't know. I'm in here. Cat's apparently also in here. You know what?
Yeah.
It's bound to happen.
Yeah. Welcome
now,
to my
if there is
streams.
one thing that needs to
Nothing's
be
off the
addressed in
table.
Overwatch so we can have true equality, give Reaper a bigger ass.
You know what? Yes.
You know what? I kind of agree. Like, Ryan is there.
Well, I
but
mean,
they
like,
cover
he's in
literally
armor.
everything.
You can't really get it even if you wanted to.
I want Ryan in a lifeguard skin, no armor. I don't care about the logistics.
By the way,
of that.
just Lifeweaver, though, in a lifeguard skin, that just makes too much sense.
I would say life's in his name.
I feel it.
No. Yeah.
By the way, I love how that character is pansexual, but everybody acts like he's gay.
Damn.
Yeah, although I joke
too.
about this, my OTP is actually him and Bastion.
Like the robot?
No.
Yeah, because he's pansexual, so...
I mean, I like Bastion.
Would
so.
he... I think Bastion's asexual.
I mean, if anything, he might be bisexual. Question is if he has a leaning towards zeros or ones.
More like...
Oh my
Which also,
god.
like, you know, like the accusations about Overwatch being overly pandering. I can see some arguments of it, but people joke that they were going to go ahead and say one day that Bastion was non-binary. Yes, the robot.
Does Bastion have a gender?
So okay, so
he got like bro just kind of beats
officially. Bastion is always referred to as it, but I've always referred to Bastion as he.
Okay, look,
I think most people have always referred to Bastion as
officially,
he, but like he is referred.
Officially, he's it.
Like even I.
But you know what's actually funny is that at least in Spanish and probably a lot of other languages, the gender neutral actually defaults to the masculine. And then you put feminine if it's stated to be. Otherwise, you default to masculine.
Huh.
That's why, like, if you've ever heard of, like, so Latinos versus Latinas. Latinos can be exclusively men, or it can be men and women. But Latinas is exclusively women.
Yeah, because I remember when I was learning, like, Spanish for a few years in middle and high school, we talked about that. Where it's like most of the time it's usually masculine and feminine defaults for things.
So it's like it's always kind of like actually reminds you of a scene I saw in the Latin American dub for the Spider-Man 2 game, the PS5 one. And because they have this character Dr. Young who's apparently non-binary, instead of O or A at the end for the adjectives, they use E, and it sounds very weird.
I've heard that argument before. I don't know.
It's one of those things where it's one of those things where it's like, because it's been around for so long, trying to get people to change to that it's not happening. And the X at the end, it's impossible to pronounce in Spanish. So it's like
no, Bastion's a robot. Babe, no, that's Winton.
No, Bastion's the robot. Bastion's the robot that goes beep boop beep boop.
Beep boop.
Now, if we want to talk about best boy, though, that goes to Hamster.
I don't know.
Do not do the hamster.
See, I just hate that. See, I just.
Not the Hammond.
I would like Hammond if every encounter I've had with a Hammond player wasn't the most frustrating gameplay I've ever had to experience in my life.
Now, here's the funny thing is that despite that, like, my EXP was showing the game support when it comes to Overwatch 2, I largely blame that because I racked up so much damn EXP with Ilari and Lifeweaver. But I'm actually a tank main, and I actually know how to use the little bastard.
I'm also a tank main. I just made.
I mean, honestly, you would not be faulted for that in the current meta. He's actually pretty good.
You mean Reinhardt?
Yeah, dude, I've been around.
Yeah, you mean Reinhardt
years.
because he makes you Reinhardt.
I just want him to hammer down.
You're powered up. Get in there.
Thank you, Cap, for actually acknowledging my pun.
Oh, okay. So this is actually something I just remembered too.
Oh my god.
When one of my friends had learned that Soldier 76 was gay, and this friend is gay, you want to know what his reaction to that was? He lost all interest in Soldier 76.
What?
What?
How? Hold on. What?
I think it's one of those when it's something you know you can't have, you only want it more.
That's, I mean,
think about it like before and after you turned 18, there was the allure of trying to go after porn because you weren't supposed to go ahead and look it up or whatever. But once you're 18, nobody gives a shit.
Weird comparison, but I get what you're saying.
It's the easiest way to explain it, but I think that's part of it. So,
oh yeah,
I don't know how much he's joking when he says this, but like I don't know how much he's joking, but like if somebody asks like, what if this character was homophobic, I'd actually want him more.
What if this character was homophobic? Not when I'm done with him.
No, I want him more.
Florida.
So like, no, I want him more now.
God damn, that's wild.
I said, like, I get the reasoning though. It's kind of like it's if you think of it almost like a hard to get sort of thing, it makes sense.
Also, someone in the chat going, why are people willing to blink metal plates and screws? Homie?
Smout,
homie?
listen.
Have you ever walked 5 miles near a Cave Story fan in the last 20 years? My point stands. Anyway.
Listen, I remember there, on the topic of boinking metal plates and screws. So I remember this one time.
Brewing.
So there's this one time where I remember, so Lio and I, we were talking about body pillows because of the fact that somebody tried sending a furry femboy body pillow to his house and succeeded.
Okay.
And, yeah, like a Lio hater fucking sent a furry femboy body pillow cover to Lio's house. It haunts my dreams, don't worry. But basically, like, somebody sent it to Lio's house, and we were talking about body pillows, and I was like, do you want to see the Optimus Prime one I found? There was an Optimus Prime one that I found, where the back of it is Optimus Prime turned into a dump truck.
Oh my lord. Okay.
Do you get it, chat? Do you get the bit?
Yeah.
Do you get it?
I get it. I
Now we just need Optimus Prime in them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, and we're good.
Next thing you know,
shit, I forgot Retro Studios had a Twitter account.
Retro Studios is alive?
Yes, I mean, they're the ones developing Metroid Prime 4,
which
we are now confirmed to be real.
Oh, yeah, that's how we know they're alive.
Like, that's how we know they're real.
Holy crap, it's real!
Yeah. I think they have a pulse. I checked a couple weeks ago.
Can we get my tire?
No. Not higher than Smout is right now.
I was actually catching up on some of the One Piece. I think I'm now only 3 months behind now.
Huh.
Holy shit.
Okay, so no, basically, back in like...
He needs it. Okay, Rep, are you saying he needs the Optimus Prime body pillow or the furry femboy one or neither?
I'm hoping
it's neither.
I can't imagine.
What?
I'm gonna be honest. I can't imagine Lio owning any body pillow.
Well, no. If he has a body pillow, it wouldn't have any characters on it. Like he just has like a full body size pillow just because it's comfortable.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, no, that would very much be Lyoko,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Funny old man.
Oh my god, Smout, hello. Oh, you sound off your ass.
Gamer.
Do you like our lovely, insightful conversations that we've had on stream so far, Smout?
Y'all are fucking weird.
Yes, we are.
I just got here today.
We're cringe and we are free.
I just got here today. What the fuck?
You know, okay, so it's a serious discussion on the subject of cringe. Your friends should also tell you maybe you could afford to be a little less cringe in public.
Yes, I do that to my
And
friends
that's also
on the regular.
and that's why, like, if you are in any kind of subculture or hobby or whatever, make sure to have friendships with normies at the same time.
Yeah.
Because for one, you'll actually realize, like, oh, wait, this shit's actually not as bad as I thought it was. Or, oh, it's better than I thought it was.
Yeah. To be honest, like, the best thing you can do is have friends who check you. Like, I'm so glad that I have friends IRL that don't say Ishbol unironically. I just bursted out laughing. IJBOL, Idgebol. Or like, talking about having someone over to your house and you go, dream guest on my podcast?
Please never say that again.
See, I don't even know what that means.
I don't either, but that tells me, my gut is saying never say that again.
Understandable.
That's also why if you're a comedian, make sure you have your friends screen your jokes.
Yes. Actually, well, it depends what friends, because some will hype you up endlessly and other ones will be really fucking real. Know who you're broadcasting your jokes to so you can get.
So how about them squirrels? They're so stupid.
And then they'll tell you to get the fuck out.
Anyway, I think I'm gonna pass out for a bit. It was nice meeting you, Kat.
Nice meeting you too.
Yep.
Hell yeah!
Well, of
thanks
course,
for joining,
buddy.
Danica.
I'm always gonna be here.
Bye, Danica Patrick.
Not Danica Patrick.
Oh, it's been a hot minute since I heard that joke. You know, I used to hear that shit all the time, and people stopped making that joke, and you just did it.
I'm so proud of this community.
Also, my name's spelled differently than hers, so Lamau. Yes, it is with a K.
Isn't it with a K?
I have to remind people my name is spelled with a K so often. And some of them have really funny misspellings. One person misspelled it with 2 N's once. That was weird. Yeah,
Danica?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
no, it's just Dan.
Said Danica, but it has the K. But it has the K instead of the C. That's not. Look, you'll get used to my name as we keep talking. Anyway, catch you later, Zach. Thanks for nice meeting you, Kat. And you're high. Person who just came in, you're high. Yeah.
Smout.
You guys ever watch the most popular girls in school? You guys ever watch the most popular
you?
girls in school?
Not particularly. Mainly because I didn't go to high school. For
you should watch it. It's fucking great. Imagine a hybrid between Mean Girls and Robot Chicken. It's
interesting.
There is no way you're going to reference most popular girls in school right the minute I leave. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Anyway, I'm
gonna summon Danica.
Anyway, I'm gonna need to actually pass out because my body wants to just fall over.
Oh yeah, go sleep. Have a good night. Love that. All right, we're getting somewhere with the shading.
Who the fuck are you? I asked you first. I asked you second.
Well,
no,
I
it's
don't
a web
watch
series.
enough TV like at all. I also don't watch web series really.
You know, for a second I was thinking, shit, I missed. I didn't get around to watching this week's episode of Dungeon Meshi, but then I was like, oh yeah, we have to wait a while.
Listen, okay, surprisingly, chat, the only thing that really will get me to properly watch a show is if I have a man that forces me to.
Hey, you're gonna go watch
like,
Most Popular
I don't know,
Girls at school.
I would need a man that forces me to.
Damn it.
And no, chat, applications are not open to you. Just so we're clear. Okay, really quick. Big Cat Smout entertain my chat. I'm gonna go fill my water. BRB.
We can see the entire stream. You want to be careful about that. Potato. I need to get back to reading Peak. And by that, I mean Beak fiction known as Rooster Fighter.
I can't take my profile picture seriously.
What's it?
My profile picture.
What, mine?
Mine.
Oh.
It kills me every time because it's based off a meme I saw on TikTok.
Ah, monkey.
It's so goofy.
Man, are you talking so low because your parents are asleep?
No, I'm high as fuck.
That explains it, I think. I've never been high.
I mean, partially, yeah.
Besides, I don't think it's legal. I don't think it's legal in Louisiana yet, so I'm not taking that chance.
Legal, schmeagle.
Hey, if you're a minority, you don't take those chances.
I mean, I live in Germany. It's partially legalized now. Did it before anyway.
Patches, 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 patches.
Oh yeah. Yesterday was the day where I realized why I hate being a woman again.
That time of the month?
No, I constantly take birth control. Don't have that issue anymore. It's more that I went to the gynecologist.
Unfortunately, I really wouldn't know a whole lot about that.
So essentially, what they do when they try to look something, they just pulled out a big metal device and shove it up your hoo-ha.
Wait, hang on. I'm trying to remember that.
What did I come
is it that little
back
T-shaped
to?
thing?
What? No.
I think it's called an
If I would have that, I wouldn't need birth control.
Are you guys getting me
No.
demonetized?
I'm actually just trying to understand what she's talking about here.
Smat, are you getting me demonetized?
Something about birth control and a gynecologist.
Oh, okay. So probably not.
No,
Hopefully
I
not.
mean, if they try to base off of this, you can cry misogyny.
That is true.
No, yesterday I went to the gynecologist and I realized why each and every person fucking hates it. It's awful.
Yeah. I am not an AFAB individual, so I would not know, but from what I've heard,
No,
it
they
ain't
literally
great.
shove up metal up your hoo-ha.
Oh, Jesus.
It also the lube they used apparently my body didn't take well.
Ooh, I am so sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't great.
Yeah, jeez.
Fucking disturbed for life.
Okay, I think the face shading is good now.
Hey, but at least I don't need to pay over 50 euros for fucking birth control anymore.
I mean, yeah, that's good.
Wasn't worth it though.
I would say so. But again, I'm not in your position, so I would not know.
Just no.
Everybody needs to play the worst fighting game ever known as Sengoku Basara X. I have never heard of that.
What now?
Big cat of you. Sengoku Basara X.
Oh, I've never played it. But isn't it kind of a lot like Smash Brothers?
Apparently it's like the best worst fighting game ever, according to chat. I will look into it. Maybe we do a stream at some point. Okay. Chat, I think the base shading is done. Which means get your color overlays. Rasterize layer style.
You know what?
Multiply.
I'm gonna hit the bed.
I learned recently what the multiply layer does, and I'm not gonna lie, it's so good. Like, it honestly, it does make my shading look so much better, and it lets me do my effects without it overpowering
How
the
did you
drawing as
shade
much.
before?
I just used opacity.
But the filters.
Well, I would use filters and opacity. I just wouldn't use multiply.
You goof.
I am cringe and I am free.
No.
Actually, no, I think it was just cringe.
No, I'm gonna hop to bed now.
Alright, it's like 4, or not 4 a.m., like
3.
2 a.m. for you.
Yeah, go to bed.
Fuck. I was wrong both times.
Alright, nighty.
Alright, bye, Smout. Alright, we are getting somewhere. Also, so for the King of Fighters stream that we're doing Saturday, Big Cat, I have picked one of my characters. I just don't really know who else to pair with her. I
had a
know
feeling
I
it was
want to use
Luong.
Luong. Yeah, well, she's like serving on such a
The short
level.
answer
That's
is,
the thing. Like,
the short
I feel
answer
like I have
is
to
that there's
use
no
her.
real wrong answer. Pick whoever you like.
Like, because I feel like DBFZ, because I've played fighters quite a bit, not like a ton, but like enough. The character choices you make matter, like, in your overall composition.
Not as much in this game because of the format is. Because there's
okay. Because I didn't know if it was just like a tag fighter or if it was like a
you ever
go.
done Squad Strike in Smash Brothers? So basically, one character gets KO, the other one gets you go to the next round. The next character comes in.
Oh, okay. So it's just you have to know how to play 3 characters. See, that makes
and it's a lot easier with 4 buttons.
Yeah, shout out to KOF for that.
But but overall, no, you just kind of pick whoever is the most appealing to you, and you just kind of work from there.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, Luong is definitely one of them. She's like one of the only ones I know. I haven't like looked at the roster yet or anything, but she's popular with me because she's serving.
But basically, like the combo structure is also pretty consistent across the entire roster.
Okay, so that's
it's
good.
basically
so it's a because my big thing was like, does King of Fighters expect you to learn all 50, 60 something characters on their roster with complex combos?
No, some characters have some more complex routes than others, namely K-Dash, but that's because he has a specific move that is hit anywhere in a juggle combo. But I mean, those are like move specific and most importantly character specific. So that's not going to be something you're going to see very often.
Got it.
But basically, the overall structure is normals, command normal, and then special, and then you get ended with a super. Or you do normals, command normal, EXs into some other route. It's not a very complicated route. And this is pretty much universal across the cast because King of Fighters is what you would call a system-oriented game. So basically, there's a lot of universal mechanics. Everybody can walk, everybody can run, everybody can do the same 4 jumps.
Oh, okay. So kind of like Brawlhalla, where it's like a lot of your weapon systems are the same across multiple
there's a
characters.
there's a big common toolkit. But it's not like everybody has a
That's
DP
pretty similar
or something.
to Brawlhalla.
Nothing like that.
Got it.
But overall, though, it does make it easier to learn these characters because otherwise it would be a very tall order. If I had to put it this way, learning 3 characters in King of Fighters is either learning 1 or 1.5 Street Fighter characters.
Ah, okay. So that's Chad. I think
the best way to describe it is that a lot of what's going on in the game is during your neutral, and you're going to be moving around a lot. You're going to be walking, running, hyper hopping, jumping, getting your aerials in, jump ins, don't jump in, empty jumps, a bunch of other terminology. But basically, like that's actually going to be where also your player expression is going to be. Don't let anybody tell you that like, oh, it's combos are for player expression. No, they're not. Once you learn the optimal ones, why would you bother with the suboptimal? The only time you would is you might want to go for a less damaging but more consistent route. Because sometimes these combos just have a very tight window for doing parts of it, so you might be better off doing that instead.
Okay, chat, I think I goofed on the layering on this because I forgot I have to do a halftone shading.
The white makes it look like he's made out of rubber.
Shit. A little. Well, it's made to be a glossier feel. It's gonna look like that for a second. That's normal with this. Because until everything's put together, it's gonna look real fucking jarring.
Oh yeah, no, that kind of reminds me, like, if you've ever seen like how they do palette swaps in games. They kind of have like this little base version in the game files that like all these weird looking contrasting colors. When that's deliberately set like that, so that we can identify which parts the colors change or whatever. Fun fact: did you know that jaguars are the only big cat in the Americas? No,
I thought bobcats.
When we talk about big cats, we're talking about the Panthera genus. And so that's your lions, your tigers, your leopards, your jaguars, and I believe your snow leopards.
Okay. I don't know if YT allows links, but would you want to see the curse test clip? If you want to pop it in my Discord, if you're 18 and over, you're more than welcome to do that. I don't think YT allows links. At least not from anyone who isn't the creator.
So, like, the one...
But yeah, if you want to pop it in my Discord,
a very
feel free.
common misconception is that people think, like, panthers are a whole different species. Not exactly. The short of it is that a panther would apply to either a leopard or a jaguar, and it's because there's a recessive gene that basically gives them extra melanin in their fur. That's why they appear black. Melanin.
An extra melon?
Yeah, so they would be considered. They're called melanated.
Yeah, I know what melanin is. I just heard melon.
But yeah, so like, that's why it's like. The Black Panther, for example. That statement in of itself does not actually identify where the panther's from. Because it can go either way. But I'm pretty sure the Black Panther character was modeled off a leopard. Because that's the only one that makes sense. Because that's Africa.
Oh.
Also another jaguar fact. They have the most powerful bite. Like, out of all the cats, they have the most powerful bite, to the point that, like, they will go ahead and sink their teeth into the skull of a caiman, into the brain, killing it instantly.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's also instant.
Jesus. On today's episode of Reasons to Not Leave Your House.
They also like the water.
Aw. See, that's cute.
Also, apparently, they're starting to show up in suburban areas in Cancun now because of deforestation.
Oh, that's
so it's like, damn cats.
God, listen, bro. They just want a treat.
It's like, what would you do if one got in your house?
Keep it. Or hey,
I'm
are
pretty
you
sure
allowed to keep
not.
it in Mexico, or
For starters, they're fucking tanky as hell. So good luck feeding one.
just keep it around. True. I imagine they would have a pretty high up.
That would be part of it. Yeah, no, it would just be hell just trying to feed those guys.
Yeah.
Also, their range used to go up as high up as like California, like Northern California.
I do know that.
But they might be starting to make a comeback as of late. Because supposedly people are actually now seeing them near the Mexican border.
Interesting.
Nature finds a way.
They should come to Ohio.
I'd like to see what happens if they go to New York.
Bro. I don't even know what we would do with
I don't know. It would just be funny to watch everybody in New York City panic.
Yeah, a little bit. Where do I post it once I get in? Once you state your age and stuff, you could just put it in other fighting games, because we have like a specific chat for like random shit in the FGC that isn't any of the games that have roles. Yeah, it's just a fun little bit of promo for my Discord, I guess. So like in my server, we have like different roles for different fighting games. So if you want to like ping people like, oh hey, who's up for a few rounds? Like, oh, who wants to run some sets or lab? You can do that based off of what game. And you can like tag people, and there's different chats specifically for it. And then we have like an other fighting game one where you can just kind of pop anything. So like DNF, Virtua, whatever, doesn't fit within like everything we have in there. Because I think it's what? We have Tekken, Injustice, Skullgirls, Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Guilty Gear, Grand Blue, and there's one other one. Let me look. So we have... Welcome to my Discord. We have Killer Instinct, Tekken, Injustice 2, Skullgirls, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Grand Blue, Guilty Gear, and other. So yeah, if any of you want to run a bunch of shit in fighting games, feel free, get the roles. We also have like book shit and like toy collecting, different channels for just other hobby things. I'm actually, why do I fuck with the purple with like the orange contrast? That's actually, hang on, I'm gonna need your opinion on this.
I'd rather keep the eye color it was before.
Okay, I think we can make that happen. I'm probably going to go a little more neon with it, but I will keep that color. Okay, and then I would have to tweak a couple things. Not gonna lie, ever since I started using an XP, it's been like a world of a difference. Like, I'm having so much fun with it. Okay, there we go. And then I'll actually make this, like, purple. I kind of fuck with it. I'm gonna redo this, actually. Then do white. And then do a blue. Hang on. Yeah, the blue bounces off that a little better. Okay. And then we'll pop a little bit of white. Okay. I don't know about this, actually. I think the IFX could be edited a little bit.
Take your time.
Give me 1 second.
Be right back. Gonna grab a drink.
Right as you leave. All right, we are back. All right. I think we're actually at a pretty decent place with this. I can't remember because when I did art for Small Grape, there was a way that I went about. Let me see if I can find it. I forgot if I did a gradient. Oh, no, that's what I changed. Let me open this real quick. So, what I changed with it was I did accents in a neon color. I didn't do, like, the neon gradient thing I used to do. I think that color is going to be orange. There we go. Okay. Just add a few little colored accents.
By the way, when you had just said that, have you ever played Dragon Quest?
I have not. I heard it was getting remastered
It's
or something.
so there's HD 2D remakes of the first 3 games coming out.
Oh,
But
that's what that was.
personally, I think you should play 11 for 2 reasons. One, it's chronologically the first Dragon Quest game, and 2, it has one of my favorite characters in an RPG in quite some time.
Do you punch people?
No, you don't. In fact, with this character in question, you whip.
I'm interested. Oh wait,
Yeah,
is it like an
turn-based
RPG or is it a fighting game? Oh, see, I don't.
Are you sure not with the amazing Silvando takes stage?
Dead ass, like, bro, I couldn't even get into Honkai Star Rail, like. I don't know. RPGs are just not for me.
Here, I pinged you a gif of this character. He is fucking great.
Let me see. Interesting. I have questions. I don't know. The stiffness in his face is questioning.
Questioning in what sense?
Or questionable. Like, I don't know. I get a weird.
Oh no, this guy's fucking fabulous. You rang, honey? That is one of his lines.
Way, that's a line.
He is so fucking fruity that you could probably siphon vitamin C from his blood.
Oh my god.
No way. And then there's a part of the story where he essentially assembles a twink army to spread smiles across the world. I'm not even joking.
What?
Is this man gay or not? We don't know. We don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Because the character himself is actually really damn cool as a whole. And he's super competent too. His main weapons are swords, knives, and the one I generally use him for is whips.
I see. Gonna get rid of some layers that are more redundant.
And there's a scene where they go to the Hawaii-inspired island, and he just screams like a fangirl.
Queen.
Honolulu is home of the most beautiful pearls in all the world. Yeah, he's got a Spanish accent. Not Mexico, Spain. Because what they do in the Dragon Quest games a lot of times, from what I've seen, is they will actually localize the different areas for having their own accents. There's an area called Sniffelheim, and it technically even adapts part of the original Snow Queen story. That's totally Scandinavian. And the Lola Lulu Island, or whatever it's called, yeah, it's Hawaii. They have American accents here. That's the only place in the game with American accents.
Interesting.
I'm trying to think of some of the others. But like Heliodor is just straight up British one. That's the classic British one. And then yeah, you got the Spain area, you've got the Italy area. And then you've got the Japan area, but they don't speak with a Japanese accent. You know what they do instead? They speak in haiku.
What do they do?
But there is another place called Phenomenon, where you don't hear many of the characters speak very often, but there is a hint of a Chinese accent. But I mean, the whole area already looks like it's like a Chinese-y looking area. So
I see.
And then you have
well,
I can't even say the whole damn thing is in fucking French. But you have a headmaster of this one academy, and he speaks with this super thick French accent.
Huh. Real quick. So, this is the final vibe.
What would you call it?
Your PNG on my streams.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the stream right now.
Yeah. Well, I figured that's how y'all knew what I was doing. Oh, that's what that is. Okay, I was like, why is this not... It's because I grabbed the wrong fucking layer. Turn up. Drag this way the fuck back down. Drop shower. It's fucking huge. Forgot what size I made this. I think it's 2K by 2K, so should show up nicely. I will add a background to this and shit. Let's do that now. We'll just go with a simple one because this is mainly going to be used as a PNG. So what's the orange lines? So. That's a new thing I'm doing, considering a lot of the backgrounds I do. For example, hang on, let me pull this up. So this is like an example of like finished art I do with backgrounds. It's a way to just make the character stand out against their background, especially because I use like neons in my shading, like even when it's darker. It's just a way of defining a subject. So yeah. So like when I do a background, like I would do... Hang on, let me change the color of this backdrop. Like I think I'll do a deep purplish pink because it contrasts you the most.
Sounds like my college. Purple and gold.
What? Oh.
That's LSU colors for you.
I see.
Oh, I remember seeing the opening of Pitch Perfect 2, and I had heard that they had filmed the movie at LSU. Apparently while I was there too. And I see all the different buildings, like, oh hey, I know where they were.
But you didn't?
No. I knew, like, I recognized the buildings and the general areas they shot at.
Oh. I was like, damn, you didn't know they were there? That's interesting. Okay, I'm gonna do like a quick geometric background that looks cute. Get your color theory, kids. It's gonna come in handy. I like to think that I understand color theory. Don't know if I fully do. Okay, and then just change colors.
Starting to look more like an Earthbound attack.
Bro. Not the Earthbound attack. Normally there's like a way to curve edges. Don't know where that is. It's whatever. I kind of fuck with this. Then just do a lower with like a blue. I'm gonna use the horizontal text. Or vertical text. I'm fucking smart. And I'm just gonna throw your... I need like a good decorative font to do this with. Play around with this. There was this one font that I used on my merch. I don't remember what it was. It's not this one, but I actually do really like this.
Eeg.
Like it cuts it off, and then there's... I love how I said, I'm going to do a simple geometric background, guys. Proceeds to not do a simple geometric background.
By the way, how much time did you want to allot this this Saturday?
I'm pretty much cool with whatever
we'll go for an hour, and then we'll do an hour, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Usually my streams are at least 2.
It's just more so it's like if we happen to cover a lot within an hour.
Yeah, yeah.
Because like that way I can kind of start setting up an outline and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, what do you play on?
I'm playing on Xbox.
No, I meant like your controller. I'm assuming it's just a standard Xbox controller. Okay.
Yeah.
Does your controller have a standard cross pad, or is it that other one?
The like circular cross pad thingy?
Okay.
That one. Okay, chat. Pause for the big reveal. Except it won't. Hang on.
Do.
I promise we'll get there.
Oh god, I saw KOF 15 like in my notifications. It was just for a Twitch stream. Which by the way, I can give you to take a look at after this is finished. If you want to see what the gameplay looks more like.
I kind of want to just go into a blind. Hang on, I forgot your JPEG is currently, your PNG is blocking it, so I had to move it over. Or not you, but the drawing. This is
Ding
what we're
ding!
working
Oh,
with,
by the way, you
chat.
might want to move that white rectangle on the left over just a smidge.
Oh no, that was intentional. Like,
okay.
It was supposed to block it slightly. I will turn down the opacity.
Can you believe the
Just
opacity
so
of this caucasity? Yeah, that works better.
You could have just said the audacity of this white bitch.
Shit, that's even better.
I know, right? You know, I think I really like the rubbery texture to your art style. It's unique. Thank you. I appreciate it. Compliments the aesthetic I'm seeing. Yeah, like, the rubberiness of it really complements, like, neon, which is what I go for most of the time. I don't like a neutral, but weirdly, these neutrals kind of worked.
I can't wait to, like, show my friends.
Yeah. And then send them my commission.
They might actually be up for it.
Low-key? We take those. We take those.
I've got friends and like I've got like friends and all sorts of with all sorts of interests and fandoms and all that other stuff.
This will be going on my new commission sheet. I'm currently waiting for Lynn's video to be done for when she leaves commentary, because fun fact, I worked on new assets for Lynn, and she didn't want them going out yet, and they're in my commission sheet, so I can't put up my new commissions until she's done with the fucking vid. But this will definitely be going in there. The art I did of Small Grape will also go in there, because I really liked that one as well. But yeah. So this is what we're working with, chat. We did it. Yippee. I'm so proud of this community.
But, you know, I've got friends that are furries. I've got friends that are just plain old fighting gamers, first-person shooter gamers, bigger anime fans, sports fans.
Oh, yeah. If they give me money, give me all of them.
So, yeah, no, you can probably...
I didn't even do yours paid.
I mean, hey, if anything, I feel more obligated to try the best as I can with you this Saturday.
Let's go.
Guilt trip your
friends. Guilt trip
well,
your friends.
I wouldn't call this a guilt trip. Okay. This is an upfront payment.
Yes. Femboy tax.
It's the femboy.
Listen,
it's the femboy tax. The rubber shading.
Okay. I think so. I think that's it. Yeah. Well, okay. So. Part of me... Okay, so here's the thing, chat. I am going to let you guys in on a little thing now, because... So this is... We have to talk about drama shit real quick. So, it's pretty common knowledge at this point that the BK logs are finally going out. Currently working with Becca to finish going through everything. We're, like, almost there. There's, like, a massive exporting issue with one of the bigger logs. But they are going out tonight. Or tomorrow, one of the two. It was kind of exhausting to come through all of them, so I'm glad I got to like chill with you guys and just make some art, because it is hard. It is genuinely fucking hard reading back through some of that. Like, damn. Like, I don't know. It hit me really bad today, and I was really irritable for a little bit. Like, just reading back on everything that like we all went through, and like reading back on like the shit we said, not even a lot of things I said, because like I was able to just own my shit, but the things that like people I called my friends were saying, and I was just like, ugh, it felt fucking awful. I can't imagine how Lio felt about that. But yeah, so we're working on getting all of that out, which is nice. Working on a lot of things, actually. So Church and I are supposed to do the Raging Demon tournament tomorrow as well. That'll be fun.
Ishun Sengeki.
Huh?
That's what Akuma says when he does the Raging Demon.
Listen, when it comes to Akuma, I'll surrender more than my soul to the Sasuino Auto.
To the Satsui no Auto Zone.
Oh my god. The Auto Zone is wild.
The Auto Zone, except it doesn't involve cars. It involves auto combos in a Street Fighter game,
Literally.
Which sounds incredibly terrifying.
Bro, I'm about to hit plat using them.
No. Auto combos, not modern.
Yeah, no. I mean it. I literally use auto combo so regularly. Here's the thing, chat. People pretend that classic is the way to go in Street Fighter. That isn't the case. It doesn't matter what you use. What matters is if you know the game or not.
Remember how I mentioned earlier about there was optimal and then there was also consistency? Yeah, this would be also kind of one of those examples. So it's sort of like, generally it's considered like, for example, playing Lily. It's almost recommended for you to play her on Modern because the only thing you actually lose is an overhead that nobody ever uses.
Yeah, and like Akuma, there were workarounds like for things that he didn't have in, like, my chat literally told me about the workarounds in Modern, like the things he didn't have in Modern. Like you couldn't use his LT or like his trigger where he uses like all three of his hit buttons. There was a workaround for that, and it's literally just you hit one of your triggers and you button map it to be all three. That's how I got his critical art back, and how I got
pretty much what you have to do. That's why I also say it's
it's literally just knowing the game. Like, and people are like, oh my god, like I can't believe people
at first people kind of,
no, it's not.
People thought that was going to be the case with Modern. It's like, no, not necessarily.
Because, like, they nerf it to a certain degree. Like, Akuma still can't do, like, distance with the demon dash thing. Like, where he jumps in the air. He doesn't have distance, but you're able to counter that distance that other Akumas have using different methods. Overheads, projectiles, like, jumps in the air, like, reaction time. Using your drive impact precisely. Like, there are ways around it. The only thing that's different is you're countering the game differently. And your combos are a little different. And in most cases, less hard. Like, I haven't used Classic on anybody except Geef, and I ended up switching to Modern on Geef because it was just better.
At the very least for me, though, I was playing Classic for the time that I had, for the time I was playing 6. And I ended up playing Lily, and then I went to Manon. At first, I was a little annoyed.
You would love the current meta.
I was kind of annoyed with Manon because I'm like, there's not enough judo moves here.
Okay.
Judo.
What kind of moves? Oh,
yeah, so I was like a little disappointed that there weren't as many in there. But then I looked at her more and it's like, no, I see what they're going for with here.
Yeah. I feel like she was more of a combination of, like, elegance, ballerina, like, that kind of tease.
Tease?
What do you mean?
Hang on, did I miss something? Oh.
Like tease vibe, that kind of thing.
Tease vibe?
Hang on, how old are you?
33.
Yeah. Oh my god, how did I acquire more boomer friends? Okay. I forget how many boomer friends I have online. And then I have to explain all my Zoomer
And I would still say I'm still fairly within the know of a number of Zoomer things. And that's largely because there's a good chunk of like political and social commentary that I listen to, so I end up catching it via osmosis or via Twitter shit posts.
Okay, see, that's a little more understandable. See, like, Lio's 5 years older than you. Bro is completely out of the loop on Zoomer terms. It was so funny. He literally said Yas Queen on stream, and Mon's like, oh my god, you've been hanging around Zach too much. I'm like, I'm rubbing off on him.
Oh, honey, no. That is not in vogue.
Yeah,
exactly. I just ad-libbed that.
Oh, yeah, you used it completely wrong. I'm letting you think you did.
Oh, no, because the phrase in vogue
you got there.
It was style.
Well, I mean, yes, but, like...
If I say it, everyone's going to be like, why are you saying this? Why are you specifically saying this?
It's funny. Lio will literally enter a VC and with me, and then he just goes, 'Yas.' I'm like, please stop sounding homophobic.
I mean, hey,
Oh my God,
homophobic
it's
during
so
Pride Month
fucking
can't be
funny.
any more appropriate.
I know,
Pack it up,
right?
Skittles Squad.
I got 10
you know
more
what?
days.
I'm actually gonna go ahead and
July
just
1st,
you
everybody's
know.
gonna come in my. No, everybody on July 1st is gonna come in my live chat.
Oh
and just
no! I'm actually
immediately
thinking
be
like I'm just
homophobic.
thinking about just posting in the layer foyer on July 1st at midnight, just posting at everyone, just the homophobic dog saying, "Pack it up, Skittle Squad."
I'm gonna post keep it in the
I just don't
bedroom.
think it's natural. God,
Just saw something
somebody though in that server did have a
LGBT.
picture of a rabbit that they posted, and it gave me like homophobic dog vibes.
Oh my God. Listen, she's making a comeback right now. Like I love seeing her every year. Like she truly is a love
I mean, considering how
story.
white she is, she better shine.
True. Oh my God. Yeah, love her.
Oh, and then of course,
Yeah.
and don't forget Ruby.
I weirdly.
Ruby, remember the show
Wait,
Ruby?
who?
RWB. And then they had
Oh
that scene.
yeah. Oh my God! Wait, I know what you
I'm
mean.
not
I
homophobic.
just
That would mean
remember
that I'm
homophobic
actually
Ruby
afraid
Rose.
of those carpet munchers.
Oh my God! I remember
That
this.
whole thing was just great because apparently that was the most relevance that show has had in years.
Funny. Oh Lord, show was fucking hilarious. There's so many, like, I feel like the fun part about Pride Month is it's just everybody posting their most homophobic memes.
Oh, you remember like that one PSA from like 1999 or 2000? Homo, queer, gay, what are you? Like, it has all those guys.
I feel like I recognize that. I don't know. I was born
but
6
basically,
years later, so.
Yeah, it was read as a PSA about homophobia and all that other stuff. You go to the comments and everybody's just laughing their asses off. No, because it was supposed to be like homophobia bad. This, my Discord server. It's all gay guys.
Yeah, my Discord, it's all gay men.
I mean, think about it this way: how are we supposed to stand up to our enemies if we can't even? How are we supposed to take down our enemies if we can't even take down our friends?
See, that's true. I mean, how do you take down your enemies if you can't take down your friends? Honestly, that just sounds like the fucking crystal call. I'm not gonna lie.
got that from Jizz mammograms.
Oh Lord.
Unfortunately, they have seen that they took down the episode, or somebody or something else took down their episode Laura, taking it up to Chocolate Yahweh. Yes,
I don't know if I.
Oh no, it's a gag dub of Gem and the Holograms.
Yeah, I gathered that much, but
it's just, oh dear Lord. Especially with the parody of Erotic from Madonna called Colonic.
Oh.
I was gonna say, like, don't play it here.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, you want to? So something I found really funny. So do you know Kyle Gordon?
Before, yes.
The guy who made like the Eurovision parody song.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's also like a skit YouTuber, and he did one where it's the poorly written '90s gay sitcom character. It is one of my favorite pieces of satire.
There is nothing to be sad then,
because like
if you are gay.
Like, oh my God. He just goes, we're going to the Liza Minnelli concert, and Boy George is opening. And then just lists, like, it's funny because they just list, like, every single queer celebrity from the time, like, is supposedly at this Liza Minnelli concert.
Hang on, I have to ask. And was Elton John mentioned?
Yes. No, he goes, like, back in the 70s, me and Elton used to have a wild time. And I was like, yeah, that's... Why is every sitcom character?
Because how else am I supposed to indicate that I am a homosexual?
Oh, I think my favorite line was like right at the end where it's just like it's not even playing the bit anymore. It's just like, this is an innuendo. It just goes, oh, pool boy, and then something. It just goes, that's an innuendo. I don't want to have sex with you. It's so funny to me for no reason, and I don't know why. And I showed it to Lynn for the first time, and she's like, this feels weirdly homophobic. I'm like, read the name of the TikTok, please. And she goes, oh.
I was about to say, like, we're in a world where you can't tell if it's real or parody anymore.
Oh my god, yeah, it's fucking great. Hello, first time. Hi, William. Welcome in. We're just doing some drawing and talking shit. I'm glad to have you here. You are coming in, like, towards the end of the stream, but we're always glad to have you here. Thanks so much for coming in. And don't worry, I'm streaming, like, the next 2 days in a row at least, so, like, don't worry, there's plenty of time to catch me. But yeah, I did play around with the settings on the stream, and I made it so I made this one comedy instead, because I was like, it's a bunch of idiots in a call while I draw, and there's no art tag on YouTube streams, which is kind of unfortunate. So I was like, fuck it, we'll just go with this and see what happens. I am surprised there isn't. I guess film and animation's the closest you could get, but like,
I mean, technically you're drawing a single frame.
I guess, yeah. Also, let me go ahead and let me save these file versions, because I have to save this, and then I have to save the transparent one, and we're going to try it out in reactive and see what happens.
Yeah, because like, that's the case. Let me go ahead and open up reactive.
Don't worry. I mean, if you want to set it to your default,
or at least one of my models.
But yeah, I too have multiple.
All of the dream. What does it mean?
Fix that. Okay, so we just have to save this, I think. Yeah, there we go. Oh, Heaton just subscribed to my channel. Heaton, you've rated me before. How are we just now doing this? But thank you. Oh my god. Thank you, Heaton, for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you. There we go. Okay, now, because I was gonna draw Vertigo from X-Men, but it's already like 10 p.m. It took us like,
well, there was also a lot of shit talking involved, but it was fun. Oh, I see you too are a fan of Hank McCoy. Is that fan or fan in quotes? I won't judge you.
Oh no, like I love X-Men.
I will tell you this, is that like I'm kind of a loose, and I mean very loose fan of X-Men, largely just from the animated series, and yeah, fuck the Krakoa era. Especially what they did to Beast. TLDR, the guy is just one bad day away from just being an outright supervillain. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh, that looks lovely. See, at the very least, then, you know, like once I download it and everything, I can add as another model.
Okay, I think we got it. Okay, I think we got it. Yes. There we go. Chat, we've done it. Okay, so this is what Big Cat will look like on the King of Fighters stream. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
You love to see it. And then
Oh,
I'll post this on Twitter.
And I'll start saving it and everything. And that might become the next Twitter profile picture. Usually it's the Discord one that I change all the time. It's the Twitter one is like, it's changed only on occasion.
Damn, I'm honored.
And then what I might do is that I might move the current one to the banner or something like that. I'll play it by ear.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to square up in some fighting games with y'all. Bab, you wouldn't be the first person this week to attempt to stream snipe me. Or not stream snipe me, but I've had a lot of people recognize me in lobbies. It's kind of wild. Hi, Zach, how are you doing? I'm doing good, Hybrid. I hope you're doing well.
Oh, yes. I think I told you this. You know there's going to be announcing more KOF content at EVO?
I knew about this, yeah. I think we mentioned it.
Yeah, so like we don't quite know. We don't know what it is yet. Some people were thinking, oh,
it's probably season 3. Because here's my brain. Like, SNK. Okay, who makes King of Fighters again? Yeah, okay. They have City of the Wolves coming out next year. They also have possibly some SNK classics coming out, if I remember correctly.
Metal Slug Tactics.
They have another game.
Metal Slug Tactics is shit.
Is that
okay, so Metal Slug is actually, it's their series of these side-scrolling shooters. But what they did with this game, it's a tactics game, like Final Fantasy Tactics. But in order to keep with the spirit of the original arcade games, they're actually roguelite runs. So in other words, like basically these roguelite runs are essentially like military campaigns.
I see.
So that way it's like you come back and you try out this route, you try going for these rewards and things like that. And there's 9 characters that you're able to play as. They've already shown like the original core 4. We don't know who the other 5 are yet. People are hoping though that the last 3 are the Ikari warriors. And that would be Ralph, Clark, and Leona, because they have been playable in the past.
Okay. Yeah, so my thing with it is I think what SNK is going to show, they're going to show Season 3 of King of Fighters, because I don't think the game is going to die. I think it might go...
it will.
It might slow down a little bit, though. Because, like, it's going to slow down a bit, but I don't think it's going to die. We're probably going to get 2 more seasons,
I would say a Season 3 and a 4, because... Actually, I looked at the layout for the roster they have right now. Without changing anything, without like redoing the layer or whatever, it's kind of future-proof to be up to Season 5 if you assume 6 characters a season.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do probably at least 2 seasons, and we're not gonna get a new KOF till like 2027.
The other thing too is,
like, either 2027 or 2028. I don't really know which one.
But the big thing, though, was that this year is KOF's 30th anniversary. You have to have something for this year.
They're definitely going to show something.
And if they're smart, what they'll do is that they might pull a Super Street Fighter 4 sort of deal. So basically, Street Fighter 4 came out in 2009, had X amount of characters. 2010, about a year later, almost a year later, they come out with Super Street Fighter 4. And that game came with 10 additional characters. And, well,
I don't know if they go that hard.
So then what they did from there was like, that was essentially the title update. You had to buy this one. You couldn't do a DLC upgrade. But all other updates, you were able to do DLC from Super Street Fighter 4. So what I think they might be doing as like an option, because they did this with the later editions of SF4, is that you might be able to buy like, I don't know, the 30th anniversary edition that has like the first 2 seasons already unlocked for you.
Oh, I could see that. Yeah. Hey, Zach, are you okay with constructive criticism? Yeah, go ahead, Hybrid. We are always open to that. But yeah, I could see them pulling that out. I'm excited.
Oh, same here. What character do you have your eye on? And why is it B. Janet?
Oh, shut up. It's Bijane and
for me, yeah, it's
Kaizak.
T-Sock, and I've always wanted to try out Hotaru.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see like more of the roster.
But yeah, no, like T-Sock was just the bare minimum that I needed, and I knew like that guy is too damn popular to keep out.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not super versed in SNK, but I agree because I knew vaguely I'd heard his name floating around for quite a while. Never knew what he looked like.
Here's the funny thing is that early on when they were showing off a lot of this stuff after SNK World Cup, they showed the I'm not a Rock Howard player till the end, despite not playing KOF. Are you Maximilian? But anyway, though, they showed off the command list. T-Sock's command grabs were still a 360 input, like they were in Mark of the Wolves. The thing is that if you go over to the character pages now, and you go and see like what command lists they only have for the 5 that were playable at the Summer Game Fest. You cannot see T-Sock or Hotaru's or B. Janet's command list at all. And part of me is hoping that they're actually going to change the 360s. And the reason why is because I prefer the infinitely superior half circle back forward input, which some of you may know as the Potemkin Buster input.
Yeah, on my personal... Okay, here's my hopes for EVO, because I want to lay them out now. I want them to show... I don't think they're going to do this. They're probably going to hold on this. I want them to show something for season 2.
That's assuming it's definitely going to exist. But also know that the game's only going to have another season. Just how NRS is.
Listen. Well, no. From what the data mines are saying, we have at least 1 story expansion and at least 2 more 6-character DLC packs. Like, they're going...
Okay, so like you're not wrong. That's why I mentioned like it's the... No, half circle back forward is the Arxis super input. No, that's Potemkin Buster input.
But yeah, like, I want them to show something for season 2 or the story expansion. Will they? Probably not, because Takeda and Farah are dropping like a few days after EVO. So I'm more inclined to think they're going to do that instead of
they'll
showing
announce
that.
the content.
And
I'll be surprised if Sonya... And I'll be surprised if Sonya still doesn't make it in.
Oh, no, I wouldn't be. There's too many characters that...
But I'm also here thinking, like, that's a very iconic character for the series at the same time.
I know who the entire season 2 and Aftermath rosters are. That's the thing.
But yeah, no, because like I'm here thinking, like, yeah, you're probably not going to get the combat kids back anytime soon.
Well, chat.
Oh no, I know they show up in the story mode and they get their asses handed to them.
Oh no, that's not what I mean.
Oh, has it been showing up in leaks?
Oh yeah, all but one of them, because Takeda's coming.
Oh, that's right.
Next.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Do you want me to just tell you who's?
But technically, though, he's not what I would consider a combat kid because he's not related to any of the characters, is he? Oh, he is?
Yes, he is. Scorpion and Kenshi.
I had to think about that for a second. I was like,
yeah. The 4 are Kung Jin, Takeda, Cassie, and Jackie. All but one of them is getting in.
Yeah, no, because I'm just here thinking, like, what is he like? Is Scorpion his uncle or something?
I think Scorpion is his dad, and Kenshi.
Okay, because I was gonna be like, okay, where?
Or no, it's the other way around. Kenshi is his dad.
That explains the color
Scorpion
scheme.
Raised him. Yeah. Because I think he is Shirai Ryu. But yeah, I know who's in both of them. No one knows what order they're coming in, though. I'm personally inclined to think they're going to do Season 1 story, Combat Pack 2, Combat Pack 3, story expansion 2, and then leave it.
But speaking of DLC, the one I definitely want to see, though, is when the hell are we getting Lydia in Tekken?
people are saying because she's playable at Evo.
If she's going to be playable at Evo, then that tells me that she'll be available. Yeah, she'll be available the following Tuesday.
Well, no, because she's playable at Evo, but people are saying that she's going to be. Because people were saying the same about Akuma, like, oh, Akuma's at Summer Games Fest. And everyone's like, yeah, no, he's going to be a couple weeks before. I think it's the same case, but they just dropped patch notes. So before August,
it depends on the developer, because what SNK does is that if a DLC character is playable at an event, that also means that generally the pattern has been, okay, this is going to be, this character will be out the following Tuesday. That's how SNK does.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember if Bandai does it that way, because I know NK
yes,
certainly does
Capcom
not.
can go either way, because part of that is timing. That said, though, like, chances are they, depending on when Lydia comes out, because if she comes out after Evo, it's a non-issue. But if, like, there's a decent chance they may say, yeah, you cannot play Lydia at the tournament.
Yeah, I could see it, honestly. But is they're saying she's at Evo, like, playable, if I remember correctly.
My interpretation,
I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, my interpretation of that is that you'll be able to play her at certain booths or something.
Yeah, no, my interpretation was like, oh, she's there. Like,
oh
she's in the
God, I need to see if I can find this. But there was a picture.
But my other prediction is they're showing who the third character.
I mean, you've heard the rumor. You've heard the rumor who it is, huh?
And
yeah, it's either Marduk.
I've heard it.
Yeah, it's either Marduk or
we know what country.
Josie would be extremely surprising, because that's a character that I feel like she could come back, but I was always like, would she be lower priority?
Dude, the devs love Josie. No, here's the thing. Because people were saying the flags give away who it is. And people were like, okay, there's exactly 4 characters. Because I think it was Bruce, Josie, Marduk, or
wait,
Fakumram.
Wait, there was
people are
flags?
saying
Australia
and Thailand.
Or it could be a surprise twist and it's fucking Roger. Well, no, it could also be Roger.
I don't think it's Roger, but I think it's. I personally.
Okay, so by the way, Josie. Check your Tekken channel. I'm going to go ahead and find this.
Yeah, my thing is, I personally think it's Josie over Fakumram, because I'm thinking about who else is in the pack. I feel like Marduk and Fak play decently similar to one another, whereas Josie would be a complete switch up to every other character.
I will tell you this, though. One character that definitely needs to show up he's probably going to be in Season 2.
And why is it?
I said he. Armor King. My friend really wants Armor King. He's also kind of he's got an affinity for edgelord characters, and he's even thinking about learning King in the meantime.
My personal thoughts for Season 2. I think they need to do 6 characters.
I feel like 4 is
I'm sorry, Tekken feels like
I don't know about 4. I don't know about 6, but I think 5 would be perfect.
I would say 6, because they did 6 for Season 2 of Tekken
7. But I will tell you this: you just get Julia in the game. I'm good. Whoever you put else in the game is gravy to me. You can put back in Negan for all I care.
My mains were Kunimitsu, Julia, Ganryu,
okay, so
and Lucky Chloe.
Okay, why did you just describe the common girls' night out?
Literally, yes. I low-key, for the story of Ganryu and Julia in Tekken 8, because they are always intertwined somehow, but it's always in a weird way. I want them to go full meta with them. I want them to... Because they're both
he's streaming because of her.
What if they... Yeah. What if they just become rivals in, like, gaming tournaments and shit, and they go full meta?
Even better is if... no. If they're smart, each other. What they'll do is they'll have, like, Julia and Ganryu's Twitch channels.
Oh my god, that would go crazy. But no, like, I genuinely want, like, because I think that would be such a good plot, is, like, Julia, like, becomes a gamer girl, Ganryu becomes, like, a meta sweat, like, player, and then they end up, like, playing the same
Oh,
game,
no. Here's the thing. No. Julia shows up to the tournament, has to fight Ganryu. Are you stream sniping me?
Yes! Yes! There's so now I want to make a video. I
still say, like, she'll still be the eco girl, because that's a key part of her character.
Exactly. But, like, I would want it to, like, incorporate, like, oh, make sure you donate, like, definitely incorporate that message and shit. Maybe she sells merch, and it's, like, eco-friendly, and, like, she donates it to her causes. I think that would be really cool. And then maybe they incorporate some kind of meta thing where it's like, okay, we're gonna sell Julia merch for Tekken now. Also,
that would actually be pretty sweet.
I think it would be too. Like, that would be awesome. And drop her first in season 2. So
that would actually be perfect. Now, here's the other thing. Imagine you actually had a thing where it's like, the money goes towards a certain charity or whatever. It's just like, they plant a tree. It's amazing. It actually works. It works a little too well. But
yeah. Like, okay, so here's what else I'm thinking. I think they need to do Ganryu and they need to do Julia, but they need to do them both before a story expansion happens, because they're doing one with Eddie. They're going to do one for Season 2. Season 2 or Season 3, I want it to be, like, a Julia Ganryu, like, base story where they literally just fight each other as streamers. Like, that would go
By the way, check your DMs.
So hard. Okay.
You're going to have a hoot.
Oh, I saw this.
Barbie, I looked at this picture.
Okay, let's try a little harder.
Is that a Lydia Sobieska Barbie? And I'm just like, well, shit, God. It is.
It's fucking great.
And then somebody suggested that Tekken should collab with Barbie, and I was like, shit, that might actually sell.
Well, they need to get, like, actual figures of their characters.
Yeah, but that would still be rather amusing, especially when you see that the biggest consumers of the dolls are guys.
Yeah. Okay, so another, like, I'm trying to think of, like, okay, we've thought of a fictional Ganryu Julia pack. Who else are we adding in there into the story? I feel like Lucky Chloe,
are we just going to have this
reasons.
big, this whole big streamer drama war thing going on?
That would actually...
Okay, then we're going to have definitely be Lucky Chloe, and dear Lord, she is going to be the most toxic bitch you ever run into.
No, she literally is. Like, that is her character, is that she puts on an act for others, but is a terrible person.
Okay, so then now we just need one more, so that way we can have our 4 factions.
I'm
Reina goes streaming.
Okay, and it has to be somebody who... I feel like... Because I'm thinking of, like, okay, what characters would be really good for this?
Kunitsu?
Maybe? I don't know.
She doesn't strike me as a streaming type.
I think they should make a new character for
that. That could work, yeah, because like, I'm here kind of thinking, oh shit, no, but out of a character that already exists, Azucena.
Yeah. But she's already, I don't know if I would take her as a streaming type. I don't know about, like, a story.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of, like, who else.
Yeah, like, this is definitely fun to think
about. I'm just here thinking, what about Anna?
Make a video on this. Well, I don't know how we're getting her in the game. We're getting her.
I think it's a matter of when, because like both Williams sisters and both the Changs are both very popular. You don't just get rid of them. Michelle.
So who's the other Chang? It's Michelle, right? Okay. I was like, is there another
chances
one?
Are, though, they're not going to have both Changs in because there's not enough of a difference to justify it with those two. No, she's alive.
I think Michelle's dead.
She got her ass handed to her in 3, but she's alive.
Okay.
But, she's alive anyway.
Very interesting. What are my other Evo predictions? Oh, this one isn't gonna happen, but I would actually go fucking insane if it did. Killer Instinct.
That would be a big
game.
surprise, but I almost feel like it would be a little too early. Well, no, I'm kind of thinking like in regards to the whole market.
Weirdly, no. And here's why. Because in my personal opinion, because did you hear the rumors floating around back in 2020 to 2022 that Bandai was working on
what?
New Killer Instinct.
I believe it.
There was a lot of rumors that Bandai took it off of Microsoft or gave Microsoft a lot of people to help. Because here's the thing. It's not that they're disinterested. Like, because even Phil Spencer was like, yeah, no, we wanted to do it. We just are kind of stuck on how. They said this back in, like, 2018. I personally think my girly little prediction is we're getting Soul Calibur.
I would see a Soul Calibur
Instinct. It's gotta be 6.
Because we're kind of due for... we're
6 was what?
Yeah, we're kind of due for a 7.
Because the thing is, my prediction for it was that we were going to get it early 2025 because my brain was like, okay, Bandai already was working on Tekken for a while, so them announcing Soul Calibur after probably makes the most sense, and then Killer Instinct. It's going to be one of the two if Bandai is actually the ones who took Killer Instinct and it wasn't just Microsoft.
If it's okay with...
But considering they released the anniversary edition of KI, I was like, yeah, no, I think...
Actually, now when you mention that, it's like, yeah, I think that's actually quite probable.
I don't know if it's going to happen this year, but I genuinely think, like, EVO this year or next year, they're gonna fucking do it. I hope they do, but there are logistical issues with bringing back KI. That is something I don't think we actually talk about enough, is, like, everyone was like, bring back KI, bring back KI. I'm like, do you understand how much fucking world building and work on new characters they would have to do for this fucking game to come back? Because there's, like, what, 25, 26 unique characters in Killer Instinct, and all of them were in the last game. If you want a competitive fighting game, Killer Instinct is an easy go-to. What your problem is going to be is longevity, because most game rosters right now, like, take the big 3, 18, 23, and 32. You're using up most of your characters immediately for KI. They're gonna have to balance,
so you want to know something? So this was actually something I suggested to a friend what they should do with Killer Instinct. Make it Microsoft's KOF.
Yes and no. I don't think that's a terrible idea, but I think maybe it's because I'm really fucking tired of guests in fighting games right now. Not necessarily King of Fighters, because it was built off of the fact that it's SNK's crossovers. Where I take issue with it is that, listen, we just had Multiversus, and it's turning into, like, its second wind is dying again. We have MK getting hounded for its guest characters. Street Fighter doing 50% of its year.
Well, to me, it's just I just find it funny because they're losing their shit over, oh my god, it's SNK characters. They're terrified.
Listen, like, I don't know. To me, it's just like, I don't want more games that are crossovers of different franchises for fighting games. I want original IPs. Oh, did you hear the rumor that Dead or Alive is coming back? I also believe it. I heard this swirling around a few months ago that apparently DOA 7
that could be something like that's
and if that's
plausible enough to show up.
Yeah, because 2019, I think people were like, yeah, DOA 7 was going to happen, and then the devs were like, yeah, no, it's not. It's probably happening, honestly. I kind of want it to. Because genuinely, with the big 3 all coming back in a year, 2024 and 2025 is like, 2024 to 2026 is like, okay, get in now, make your games and publish them, because this is your time to do it, because everything in 2023 to like early 2024, I'm sorry, you were squashed.
Hey, is it all right to go ahead and get off? There were some things I wanted to take care of. Is it all right? Go ahead and get off. There were a couple of things I wanted to take care of.
That is fine. We will talk more
all right, I'll see you then
on Saturday, because obviously we're learning one. All right, I'll see you later. See ya. All right, let's go to the talking screen real quick now that our drawing and viscerally ranting about fighting games is now over. And oh my fucking, we've been going for 3.5 hours. Holy shit. I didn't even notice that. Okay, that is not the right image. I was trying to pull up my little image of me. Where is it? Is this it? There it is. We were operating off of PNGs today, because I noticed VTube Studio kind of breaks because of my tablet. Oops. I think we should all just play BlazBlue Central Fiction. Based. So based. BlazBlue coming back would actually also be kind of interesting. I don't know if they'll do it. It would be nice if they did. I don't think ArcSys will do it yet. I really want them to, but I've heard absolutely nothing. But yeah, so thank you all so much for coming to today's stream. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, Heaton, Lynn, Danica, Smout, Big Cat especially, for all coming on today. I had so much fun. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and probably go to bed now. Well, I have to finish, I had to touch base with some people on some stuff, and then probably end up going to bed. But yeah, so I will let you guys go. Again, thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Remember, 24 hours left to join the Raging Demon tournament, so make sure you get in while you can. Remember, link is down below. Free entry, no rank or region lock. All you gotta do is bring yourself, and there is a little prize pool attached. So as long as the tournament makes, we will do that tomorrow. If the tournament doesn't make, that is okay. It probably just will end up going dead. But we will still stream tomorrow regardless. And then Saturday we do the King of Fighters stream with Big Cat. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. But yeah, so with that, thank you again all so much for being here, all the new subs, etc. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.